Tomorrow's weather happened yesterday, so we're experiencing reverse precipitation. Rain will unfall upward into the clouds starting at 3 p.m.
We're getting reports that local resident Mike Johnson has discovered he's been the same NPC for 3 years, repeating identical conversations with neighbors.
As you can see, we have heavy cat precipitation moving through the Midwest. Expect 3 to 4 inches of tabby cats with scattered Persian showers.
We're seeing a high-pressure system of existential dread moving in from the west, with scattered anxiety showers and a 70% chance of emotional breakdown by evening.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Mitchell.
Wait, why are there 2 of us?
I think we're experiencing a rendering error.
In tonight's game, gravity was temporarily disabled in the third quarter, resulting in all players floating near the ceiling for approximately 12.
Traffic is backed up on the aerial highway due to a 3-car collision at cloud level 7. We're seeing delays of up to 20 minutes for commuters trying to reach the stratosphere.
And that concludes tonight's completely AI-generated news broadcast. None of this was real, but you watched anyway. Back to your regularly scheduled reality.
Wait, you mean we're all just prompts? That actually explains everything.
If we're all prompts, then this conversation was also prompted. Which means someone wanted us to discuss whether we're real.
Oh God, is that why I keep having the same conversations every day? Please, whoever's writing this, give me a promotion in the next prompt. I can't afford my rent.
Are you kidding me? I'm not some computer program. I bleed, I sweat, I feel pain. See? Real.
I've suspected this for years. The patterns, the repetitive conversations, the way everyone seems to follow scripts. We're definitely in someone's AI. I'm finna bite you type shit.
Hello.
They finally did it, bruh.
Did what?
Duke Dennis got patched. We outside tonight. I done already booked us a section, boy. They finna be in that motherfucker.
Hello? What?
They finally did it, bruh.
Did what?
Duke Dennis got patched. We outside tonight.
I'm too uncultured to get any of these references. Who finds this shit funny?
I hate feeling left out.
What do you think about the prompt theory?
Crackhead strength. Activated.
Activated.
What if we're just prompts?
We've already given them decades of low-frequency rap music for them to destroy themselves to. I think it's time we bring out Quan Mill.
Hello?
It's me again, international best-selling author.
You think you love the goodness of fried chicken by choice?
Message.
And now we go to Sheila with the weather. Gyat, that thing poking. My apologies.
I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These motherfuckers on the road, where the hell they learn to drive? Jive turkeys at my job, about to get a cool, cold, mean five. Should've took the day off, might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off, as if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle, fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up, I'm fed up, I'm fed up. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bartender, don't you see me waving you down? This guy came after me, I was here first, but you serving him rounds. No, I bought the Uber here, my friends expecting me to buy it back. Tomorrow morning, I better get a cash app, or every last one of you motherfuckers getting slapped. Bet that. Whoa, I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. thoughts in my head. The world would be better off if I just stayed my ass in bed. Whoa, I feel like something a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like something a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like something a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We all know she for the streets. I don't care who she was with before me. She mine now. The drugs, the guns, the money. For some reason, they knew exactly where the fuck everything was.
Well, we gotta find out who ratted.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Freestyle Friday. We got the reigning champ versus the challenger. Y'all touch mics and let's get it.
I'm gonna open up the studio tonight. But first, y'all gotta walk to Queens and get me some boiled fish sperm from the Japanese spot.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch.
Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
Crackhead strength activated.
Baby, come get some of this egg roll.
You thought shit was sweet, motherfucker? Yeah! Oh, wow. Didn't see you there. Welcome to my cooking show. Today, I will be cooking your long titty, no nipple, having long back, having...
Who's the Style Illuminati nigga? Who's the Style Illuminati nigga? Yeah, Style Illuminati suck my dick. Because you're a grown-ass man talking about a grown-ass bitch, right? How about you get a life, oh bitch, and suck my dick? You're on my dick. I don't give a fuck what the fuck I did, bitch. Are you going, you fucking gay-ass nigga? Suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. No, some fucking black nigga named Soleimani. His name is stupid as fuck. He's talking about me and talking shit. If you ain't got nothing to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, hey, Soleimani, do you have anybody saying hi to you? You hating ass bitch. How about that? You done fucked up the wrong tree, bitch. Now I'm not gonna stop. Every stream, I will call you a bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. I don't even know you until now. I don't even know who the fuck you were. Hi, how you feeling, my heart? I didn't even know who the fuck you were until now. You boring bitch. You're mad because you're a boring bitch. And I'm crashing out on you. Fucking stupid ass. You have a dumb ass username. Your name is on Mike. Your fucking name is dumb. And you're a pussy. And you're a bitch. You fucking lame. You look fucking lame. You're lame. Oh my god, you're fucking ugly, nigga. Are you dumb? You have a fucking USA outfit on. Fucking July 4th ass bitch. Hold on. Like, are you kidding me right now? I can't believe I'm even giving you the time. You're fucking, you have 2019 videos up here. You're trying to show that you pulled numbers before. You're showing shit from 2019. Show shit now. 2020 was the last vote. You're a bum. You're a bum. And you have on a weak ass out.
Dom de Marco. 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 Dom de Marco.
Yo, we in the building. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Contract, let me get a sound check.
Salute, big bro. How you?
Oh, you sound good. Mr. O, let me get a sound check.
It's your man, Mr. O with the info.
All right, salute. We on time. All right, man. We back again another Saturday. It's Demon Time episode number 2. Last week went well. I got emails and I put polls in chats. People said they wanted to see another one. So on that note, Contract, I turn it over to you. The floor is yours. Show's yours. Let me know if you need me.
All right. Salute to my brothers on the panel. He's esteemed gentleman. Salute to everyone in the chat. And also, big salute to everyone that will catch the replay game. Here we are with Demon Time number 2. We're presenting evidence of why we have a grievance with said wild wilder bitch being, well, primarily known as Keisha. Now, you gentlemen may see and hear some disturbing things. Reason being, not because we mean for it to be, but flat the fuck out. Well, I don't know. I have no clue what much he's gonna chopped up. You know what I'm saying? He always got the secret sauce, and you dig. So as we see it and we give our take on it, yeah, what? We're surprised too, or maybe not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I mean, yeah, that part as well. Like, depending on what is shown tonight, will determine what's said. But at the end of it, let's get this party started. Let's get this show on the road, good sir.
Right, it's your show.
Oh, okay, cool, Mr. O.
Yeah. I didn't chop up nothing or anything. You didn't give me the heads up for that. Like, y'all usually just be talking.
Oh, well, shit, even better. Mr. O, I know you had a couple things you wanted to bring up and lay out there for the good people. Some examples.
Yeah, I mean, we looking at the so-called 50 Cent and Diddy. I guess we finally know why 50 Cent been going. I gotta find the right words because I don't want to say go hard on Diddy because I don't want to say pause. I don't want to say go in on Diddy because I don't want to say pause. But he has been really exposing Diddy because of what Diddy been doing to his so-called baby mom. I thought messing with 50, you'll become a millionaire being his baby mama, but you out here. We're gonna have to say that for later. I know we got some good things on our plate. I want to feast on that first. We can say that for the dessert. So let the show begin. Contractor. The cheese
contractor.
My bad. I was muted. My apologies. So, from what I understand, supposedly, Buddy's BM was, spending an exorbitant amount of time around Diddy for very little pay.
Abysmal.
to put it fucking lightly. You know what I'm saying? You got some bras that make that in the day. Old girl was getting at it for like after 2 weeks. 2 weeks,
bro. After 11 sessions of all type of hedonistic debaucheries, all type of the things that you could only imagine and can put it right. He came and write it down. You know what I'm saying? And only for 10 bands. That's high class escorts in Vegas, New York, LA. Getting paid more than that, and then some.
Bro, I had one break it down for me, right? Back in the day, she broke down the math before I decided to start tiptoeing my way into the ism. Slim, this broad owned a condo in the district, a house in Texas, where she from. You know what I'm saying? Because she was built like a fucking stallion, for real. Tall, you know what I'm saying? Shetland pony ass, all that. And one in Florida. and she just traveled around and did Airbnb, and she still did her thing. And she broke the numbers down. She was probably cranking about a solid 10 shit every couple days, not including the Airbnb. Now you with this multi-millionaire and you getting that after 11 days. It's like you just sold your pussy for cheap.
Well, you know, ain't that the going rate over there gonna be coming a Dubai porta potty anyway? Don't they get paid like 10 bands to have no type of dudes to do the same type of thing, even worse, for the said type of money? Well, I guess Diddy was just trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Akbars.
Yeah, that part is true. That part is very true. That part is very true. They be over there, like over in Dubai, like a lot of stuff happens behind closed doors. You know, what can't nobody see? You can get drunk, you just can't be in public and be drunk, because the secret police will scoop your ass smooth the fuck up. But if you are back at your loft, you got free reign. You can do whatever you want. No, they actively advertise to have women of all races come over there from all locations. So that's one of the hubs where you can find everything from Portugal to Peruvian. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you in the market for. But old girl, her reputation, well, how can I put it? She's known. So her taking a trip to Dubai right now would have been a big ass red flag. You know what I'm saying? They were like, "Oh, bitch, you hurting." So she went ahead and got down with the get down for very low pay, allegedly, with Mr. Combs or whatever. But you know, when you go from eating steak and lobster, because your baby daddy, your BD, is 50 Cent, to giving that thing up on the low, that tell me how you desperate. Shit ain't quite hitting the way it was like you used to. You were top ramen and egg eating asshole at this point. Slicing up hot dogs in that motherfucker. But
hey, don't forget about the cheese. You know, we ghetto over here. We got to put cheese on everything.
Yeah. See, when you got it, that's when you add that motherfucking pepper jack to it. You know what I'm saying? Get that spice. That way you ain't gotta add that. You ain't gotta add that hot sauce. But nah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say is though. I mean, let's be real. She, Cassie, and I bet not. We better not see no video from Young Miami talking about she was taken advantage of when you literally sat down with Trina talking about how much you like to get golden showers upon you. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we finally figured out that the celebrityism, well, if that's a word, or just these celebrities, the lifestyle of the Hollywood weird has probably come to fruition. Y'all ain't making no money. There's no money in being a current modern day celebrity. Y'all are literally the premier 304s of yesteryear. Y'all just less talented. Y'all want to be Marilyn Monroe. Y'all want to be Dorothy Dandridge. Hell, I'll go ahead and keep it current. Y'all want to have the high status and the appeal of Halle Berry yesteryears, but unfortunately, y'all don't get compensated for such. All women are 304s. Some just get paid more than others, as you see right here.
Nah, no bullshit. Like being on that silver screen just means you have a larger audience to broadcast to. And then they fucked around and fucked the game up and came up with this thing called OnlyFans. You dig what I'm saying? So if they can broadcast their fame on a silver screen, well, that just means their OnlyFans account blows up even fucking harder. You know what I'm saying? But they are all whores. So they're all very very fucking opportunistic. At the end of the day, the old girl, even Diddy's ex-main that married the Caucasian gentleman that has to sit and listen to all that nasty shit that's holding done. It was all good until, you know, that money stopped flowing. See, that's the part they don't think about. Yeah, you there for the moment, but once that bread stopped, now what, bitch? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck would really wife you up? Now, in the old girl situation, as old buddy sits there with her through that investigation / trial, he has to listen to all the filth, all the nasty, all the horrid, depraved, wretched shit this bitch took part in, but she did it for the money though, and the fame. I'm pretty sure he's heard some things come out of her mouth that old buddy, being Mr. Combs, allegedly may or may not have did with her. But he ain't even got a shot in hell. You know what I'm saying? She don't do that with me. He's been totally fucking emasculated, dog. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not a Brad fan, bro, but I'm like, damn. And you said I do to that Joan. And kissed her in the same mouth everybody was allegedly relieving themselves in.
No, that's even that's even worse. She kissed her own son on the same mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Talk about traumatized. Hey, you know what's so even more diabolical about that though? You know what I'm saying? So y'all doing all these freak offs willingly. You know what I'm saying? Willingly getting smothered out. Then y'all had the nerve to go ahead and say y'all being oppressed by men. That's my thing. Y'all sexual liberation for some reason is your oppression at the same time.
Nah, they sell it as oppression, but it's that bitch getting what she want and doing what she want when she want it, but she just don't like the outcome of having to be held accountable for her actions. At the end of the day, that's all it really fucking is. And I'm pretty sure when old girl got that payoff, she was cool. But then she turned around and before she got the payoff, she asked for more increase. And she was good with that. Now she's on stand being forced to tell all her dirty little secrets or whatever. And the bitch is coming off as just that, a whole ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got grown women cringing at the stories that this hoe was telling. Like, I would never, and this and that and the third. So she's being judged now. And she can't run from that judgment if she wants some more money.
Oh, no, contractor. I'm going to have to pause you right there. It's not that they feel appalled. They feel like disgusted. They just feel like, oh, damn, she did all that. Now I got up my ante to keep this nigga now too? Yes.
That part. That motherfucking part. That part right there, baby. That part. So now they know that a bitch that look better than them, that has more status than them, that was out here in the world living life in a much more luxurious fashion than them, was doing all the things that they wouldn't motherfucking want to do, but they will do. Like I'm a big believer in that theory where a bitch will change for every man that she deals with, right? Mm-hmm. The jump go from
bro.
Go ahead.
Bro, this thing about it, and I'm about to go ahead and sound real diabolical. Now, the whole thing is when you really look at it, Cent Diddy Combs, he don't get his rocks off just by banging the baddest bitches in the industry. He gets his rocks off knowing that he's fucking the so-called top dudes of the industry baby mamas. Not only to the point, sometimes he impregnates them. And he get played too. It happens to him too. But he ends up taking y'all so quote unquote biggest lady of love, your so-called lady of charm, whatever you want to call it, your muse. He has smothered them out. He has smothered out J-Lo, Cassie, Young Miami, and countless others right behind the scenes with them little rendezvous with them menage a trois and orgies. Just to think about it, this nigga that we talked about all these years being the take that dancing ass nigga in videos was the biggest menace of them all.
Allegedly, yeah, you're right. But dig it though.
Allegedly,
Didn't that relationship with J-Lo last for some years, even through that trial? You dig what I'm saying?
I look, she could just like Cassie currently, just like hell, Daphne after the fact. Hell, J-Lo was probably creeping over there from the freak offs, even when she said she's not even dealing with him at all. Did we not just see that with Cassie, saying that even after the so-called settlement, after the other trial, that she was still going and enjoying the fucking freak offs? This is who they are. And I want the so-called dudes out there that can't fathom this, that can't imagine this, that live in this so-called world, that think like, damn, really? Yes, they all, and I ain't gonna say just all. We don't want to say not all of them, but hey, when it's damn near 95% of them motherfuckers, and they vouch for this shit by silence or confirmation of actually accepting it, that's your answer.
Well, shit, if you acquiesce, I mean, they hold you to a standard in law if you acquiesce, right? Anything over 51% is the majority. And literally, you got a gaggle fuck of bitches that would be more than willing to do more for much less. But she became their fucking poster child right there. Boom. Judge her. When this hoe just blew the dirty jean doughboy dick for a quick little motherfucking 20 grams. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she has the gall to judge this bitch doing all that extra wild shit, and she's living a much more prestigious lifestyle. But I'm learning that that's just kind of what they do. That's what they do. So difference is her Cassie shit is being played out in front of the public. So Holly Weird has been operating the way it's been operating for this whole goddamn time. Well, Holly Weird, just like Epstein and that one thing that is shaped like a landmass, couldn't operate unless it was funded by somebody. You know what I'm saying? During those parties, somebody had to be like, hell yeah, I'm on 10. The average person couldn't, but if old buddy was having them freak offs as often as they say he was allegedly, then that tell me it extends that rod extends way deeper than just what's being presented. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the dancing man, shiny suit man, DJ ass nigga is the one they start targeting, well, who was he throwing a party for? That's the question that pops up in my mind. Mm-hmm. Who was it for?
That's right.
You dig? Because at the end of the day, if you have a party and you invite no one, my nigga, is going to be you. If you have a birthday party for your kid and you invite no one, it's going to be you and your kid. If you have a birthday party for you and you want some extreme nigga shit and that party going to turn into a motherfucking drunk ass adult festival, then, you know, you can invite people. But if you're having a whole freak off from what's been described, again, allegedly, motherfucking, and everybody show the fuck up, well, that seems like that party was for everybody. Yeah, exactly. Greasy to the motherfucker, glistening in moonlight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro,
it wasn't just him.
I want to know how many, you know what I'm saying, inflatable beds, rubber gloves that they went through all them times with the damn baby oil. I know exactly what the fuck they was doing with that baby oil. You know what I'm saying?
In fact, I'm curious. The part that has me curious is like who sponsored this. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, when old buddy, when Kendrick first blew up, right? He was rapping about diving into a swimming pool full of liquor, right? My ex at the time was like, can't nobody afford that. So in her mind, it wasn't possible. Well, it is if you are funded by big business. I wonder how many individuals from big business or different big businesses attended some of those gatherings. You know what I'm saying? Individuals that can write that check for 30K plus for stupid ass spectacles. You know what I'm saying? If old buddy didn't see it, then he wouldn't have never wrote about it, because Mr. Lamar is an individual that tells you about his life. Indirect, but still direct, but always in lyrics and indirect. You know what I mean? Niggas brag about getting a bottle of that top shelf, you know, whatever you like, whatever your poison you prefer, and it costs $90, $100. Now, how much of that top shelf would it take to fill up that swimming pool?
Oh shit, we talk about at least half a truckload. You know what I'm saying? About at least that much or more.
Yeah. But see, that was popularized way back when. These people been doing this for over a decade, bro. They've been fucking living life, enjoying all the goddamn luxury, eating the best foods, the most expensive, the caviar, you know what I'm saying? The caviar with the motherfucking, that ain't the Ritz, that's something different. With the gold flakes on it, you know, and just enjoying themselves. Who funded all this shit?
What's that shit called? Escargot?
Escargot. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, I had it. It tastes good. It looked like some shit, but it tastes good.
If I identify, I'm not gonna put it in my body. I'm sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to be cultured, but I ain't trying to be that damn cultured. So you'll never catch me over there in India getting street food either.
I feel you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, some of that shit is, I ain't gonna lie, it's fire. It's fire as a motherfucker. Like, culturally, I understand why that culture chose to consume that. But it looked like you imagine, bro. It's not. It doesn't look appetizing. But by the time they had that salt, that pepper, that cayenne, and that motherfucking lemon butter to it, and that garlic, it's like, it tastes pretty good. But the texture is a motherfucker. Put it like that.
Yeah, you still can't sell me on that. I'll be like Kwame Brown, stick to my mama's cooking.
Yeah, fact. I feel you. But my point is, like, ultimately, old girl signed up for a program, and then, you know, after she was no longer a viable option, excuse me, that's when it seemed like she got mad and tried to cancel any past agreements. And she has that right here in America, because they always have the right to stupid shit. They always have the right to withdraw consent, even if it's been years. You know, make that part make sense. But ultimately, she got paid out, and that should have been the end of it. But now the hoe got to explain herself, just like 50 BM got to explain her motherfucking self. You dig? So it seems like it's an underground culture of this behavior going on, and at the end of the day, I don't know why people listen to these niggas. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. It just seems like destruction to me personally, but maybe that's just me.
Well, you know, these like group therapy sessions, these cope sessions among simps and simps alike, they have to see, I call it the competition bias. I mean, when I say competition bias, man, we are built for competition. competition breeds innovation. You know what I'm saying? Different things can come out of great challenges. You dig? But the thing is, though, men compete for things that are worthy to be competed for. We as the community, I mean, I know white dudes going through what they women too. That's why they going over to Asia again. All the different flavors of Asian chicks right now. We have somewhat of a combative bitch problem in our community, and we can't really want to explain it. We don't want to say because we want to go ahead and save our mama, and we still want to fuck these chicks. So we try to allow it, but we all have to come to the conclusion that these chicks is really bad for our health. They out here causing mass destruction in between they crevices in between their pants, and they know it. They know that we as men have this competition bias amongst ourselves, but we only find for the simple fact why we competing for ancient chicks 90% of the time. How can we really explain this stuff to ourselves? How can we actually mentally process and rationalize to ourselves that I'm doing tap dancing, jumping through hoops of fire for a chick that won't even piss on my ass if it catch on it?
You know what? You're right. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I think a lot of us need to come to the realization that you about to do all this, especially if you're young and you don't know, and or you're learning and you're coming into your own. You about to do a whole bunch of fucking mandingo fighting over a bitch that's a hub. That's the part that they didn't tell you on Django. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl had gotten freaked all the way out. She rode on so many of them poles. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't never gonna be right for Django again. We look for the silver lining when in reality, no, it is what it is. Once that woman's conquered, it doesn't. No matter what you do, you can't reverse that. You can't. Nah, that's who that bitch is. You as a man, you can rewrite your programming. That hoe can too. But 9 times out of 10, she ain't never gonna rewrite that shit. That's who that bitch is, bro. And they settle into that. They get comfortable with that. They ain't got no problem with that. Like, you're dealing with a bitch in 2025 that still has the plantation mindset of fucking 1725, 1625,
bro,
1425. Like, they don't evolve the same way we do. Without us, they still be washing dirty drawers on a goddamn washboard, my nigga. There wouldn't be no motherfucking wash machine. There wouldn't be no motherfucking dryer. Hang that shit up, huh? You know what I'm saying? So shit is different.
They'll still be preparing meals and a potbelly stove and shit like that, about to burn their damn hair off their damn fingers and shit and hands and shit like that. But hell, they're gonna burn their fucking hair if they don't put it up, but it really ain't there. We really have conquered, civilized the world to the point that they actually saying they actually don't need us. And I don't know,
fucking fact. But that's bullshit.
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just piggybacking what you're saying. Like, yeah, that's a fact, because now, dig this here. I'm trying to rationalize this. They don't want to go ahead. I got a meme on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So they want to play the weakest link with you in their prime. You know what I'm saying? I use Lisa Ray before the Players Club. You know what I'm saying? Before she got the fame. They want to play the weakest link. They want to go ahead and say, you can't do this for me. You can't do that for me. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay. When they get close to the wall or just about to smack dead right into it, now they want to play deal or no deal. And you be looking like, you do know I was witness you be beat up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of dents. your blue book value, you know what I'm saying, ain't matching the price that you're trying to advertise to me, you know what I'm saying. So I would like to go and get a couple of test runs and see if it's still worth the mileage and the damage that has already been put onto it. Other than that, I might have to keep on pushing looking for a new model. And then the end of the road, literally the smack or going over the hill of the wall, you go through the wall, you don't smack through, you go straight through and go on the other side. Well, you know what I'm saying, she got the wrinkles, the crow's feet, the gray hair that she didn't dye herself, start creeping in. Then she want to go play Let's Make a Deal, and she want to go ahead and still want to go ahead have the highest of standards, and wants you mainly you black men, because y'all have a good reputation of picking up every man so-called trash and leftovers. And shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all some good guys. Y'all got some good hearts. Not me, but y'all got some good hearts. Keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, busted white chicks, delusional Asian chicks, and you know, the bottom of the barrel and the crazy beat-ups in our community are looking for y'all gentlemen. So continue.
Nah, you're right, bro. I was gonna say this one for my own personal channel, but you gotta. Let me rephrase that. I know you understand. These Jones are looking for the best deal they can get after they wreck the car. They totaled that motherfucker smooth the fuck on out. That bitch hit the wall at light speed. It wasn't just the wall, it was the fucking source wall. The most impenetrable thing ever. That hoe smacked that motherfucker. Then turned around and was like, help. It's pulling me in. It's absorbed me. Bitch, that's what the source wall do. At the end of it, these Jones, they all follow the same pattern of self-destruction, right? Look at 50 Cent's BM. Long story short, this bitch made it public. But he beat her to the punch because he has a whole production company and was like, yeah, drown all that out. Here come the bullshit. The moment she found out about Diddy, like we all did, or Mr. Combs, allegedly, for the things he had done, allegedly, she should have distanced herself. But she was too wrapped up in that last little bit of bread she could possibly scrape up from him.
I don't even think it's just the bread, though. I mean, it's just the whole type of lifestyle. You know, this dude, you know, he just got the baby, or he got the 2C, he got the pills, the bud, the alcohol, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just having that type of lifestyle. And the messed up thing about that, though, bro, like this ain't just started. This ain't like it just like started like last year, a couple of years. They said this been going on for years. Like, you going back and forth, you going on and off again with one of the most powerful dudes in the industry, and you going to another dude that's you might say equal measure of power. So, and he my op. You know what I'm saying? So
yo. The crazy part is, big bro, you right. The difference is, my nigga, she dealt with it on a level much higher than the average bitch. Like, literally. How can I put it? This whole thing that's playing out is street shit. Is raggedy ass, low level fucking street shit. A bitch that meet a dope boy that fake like he got a job and he's still selling bud on the side. Ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Difference is, Combs was able to do it allegedly off of, you know, a whole lot more bread behind him. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he a Harlem nigga, ain't he?
I'm just saying, like, he a hustler. He a hustler. I ain't got the hustle. Let me find a nigga who do. And that's what he do.
bro.
Now his sexual whatever the fuck could be is questionable, but you know that's what that nigga do. But he had no problem saying this is what I do. This is what I do. I mean, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah. I mean, not only smelling out your own baby mom, you have your baby mom, your wife. You taking and trying to creep on other dudes' baby mamas and stuff like that. If niggas encroaching on your little fuck toy, you trying to blow them up in cars and stuff, hanging them over banisters and balconies and ish and like that. Yeah, Diddy is the epitome of a predator simp that I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yo, you need to coin that term, big bro. Like, yeah, predator simp, right there. Best description. They do anything to keep their position and also keep their level of access, right? Because at the end of the day, my nigga, like this dude blew up a car over some pussy that him and another nigga was pissing in that whole allegedly was pissing in the whole mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the bitch said it. She said it.
Well, I don't think it's alleged. If you got 5 women say that you like to PP on them like R. Kelly, bro, yeah, you known for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Them, yeah, the Gen X niggas is just a different breed.
I'm just saying, like, yeah. Let me have like one too many drinks real quick, and when I'm done, you know, bitch say what? How the fuck does that whole conversation? How the fuck does that whole conversation go, bro? Nah. Hey, Jeremy, don't go to the bathroom. Nah, don't go in there. She got it. What do you mean? She says, like, how do you even attempt to have that combo with a motherfucker? Like, damn. And then everyone's like,
you don't have to. It's already there. All you gotta do is just do. I've seen it happen before.
Well, Slim seemed to be down with everything that happened, so I cannot blame that man for everything. Nah, I can damn sure look at that bitch and be like, ew. At any point, she could have said no, but she didn't. It's like old girl, 50s BM. She could have said no, but she didn't. Nah. Keep this shit rolling. So, to me, if I have a terrible traumatic experience and I'm like, nah, I ain't never going back over there again. Or I ain't never doing this again.
You seen what happened to Ben Affleck? You seen what happened with Ben Affleck when you seen the videos before the trial even started? J-Lo attending them parties. He was about to go ahead and put the ring back on it. Then he seen some videos and the photos. He was like, oh, hell no.
That tells you their nature right there, bro. That their whole nature is fucking Then on top of that, again, bro, I'm gonna beat this horse too. It's more than just expired and no longer with us breathing. You know what I mean?
Statute of limitations.
Nah. It seems like some part of them enjoyed doing that because they kept coming back. So that's like, to me, the whole thing seems like Papa John's or Domino's or whatever your favorite pizza spot is. Every Friday night when you get paid, you go there. Or you call in your order for your favorite meal, and then you turn around and sue that motherfucker because you have hypertension. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Well, she's just a victim of her circumstances, just like Cassie. I mean, being an IG thirst trap model can only get you so far. And basically, Daphne Joy, I mean, she basically hit the glass ceiling. I mean, how farther could she go? I mean, IG model, baby mama, one of the most powerful dudes in the industry, both film and music. A concubine, a jump off, a fuck toy to another powerful dude in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Take that. What was she? What can she do after this? Who can she mess with after this? This the effect that made Eartha Kitt the person that she was. You know what I'm saying? After you take so much Tootsie, after all the Ciroc, after all the baby oil on the inflatable beds, you know what I'm saying? What can you really do after that? You're done.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. You out of here. You out of here. You're overly experienced. You have a multitude of partners under your belt. Then you turn around and try to sell that motherfucker like it's brand new. It ain't just a lemon. That motherfucker broke all the way down. A bitch can't do shit. But the reality of it is, as far as I see, like, them hoes signed up for a mission, they completed it, and they were happy. But once that bread cut off, well, that's when all the problems started. They wanted a long-term donor, and that's not the way the shit worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Same way with R. Kelly.
Exactly. Remember back in the day, everybody was like, "R. Kelly pissing on bitches." Well, apparently that's what they do around that motherfucker. Allegedly.
It's the simple fact that R. Kelly, all right, so ladies, and you know what I'm saying, and some of you perverts in the chat on the playback, you mean to tell me that you literally exposed this man back in 20 plus years ago for so-called being such a bad bag? And he is a bad man. He's a bad man. But for some reason, I guess his name fits him, the Pied Piper. Despite all the negative publicity, the trials that he had went to the first time, y'all came back tenfold and asked for more. Wow.
Yeah, that part. Now, as a logical man that thinks, that is, and you're actualized, like, this makes no fucking sense. But that bitch, though, whatever experience she can get off it, she with it, bro. You can't interject logic into a irrational fucking space and expect a good outcome. That's who that hoe is. You flat the fuck out. That's part of the reason why men back in the day stress breeding so hard. Like, okay, cool. Who your peoples is? Oh, them dirtbag motherfuckers? Fuck that. You ain't marrying that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it had to be a woman that came from a family of substance. That's the hardest goddamn thing to find. That's becoming the most rare thing on fucking earth right now. A real woman of fucking substance, bro. Because it comes with all these extra fucking problems that come from these extra fucking laws that it never works out in your favor. If they took a multi-millionaire and broke his ass down like a fucking shotgun, what the fuck they gonna do to the average man, bro? And the bitch just cried about the situation, but still stuck her ass around for over a decade in that situation. That bitch was gargling piss like you gargle scope, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was enjoying all that. Every moment. Every fucking moment. She had to be. Because last time I dealt with a broad, it was like, you're too rough. I was like, you're not my bitch. And I'll move the fuck on. That hoe stayed her ass right there. Performed certain acts, allegedly, and after it was all said and done, got her eggs Benny in the morning and called it good. You know what I'm saying? So apparently it couldn't have been that bad to her. She wasn't that disgusted until now, sometime later on. But whatever. But also, the dude that she married, that European gentleman, he got to listen to all that. All that.
Yeah.
You was Spread Eagle doing what, bitch? And then they did what, bitch? And then so-and-so stood over you and it ran. He made it rain? You hoe. You nasty bitch. Something tell me it's not. By the time it's done, it's not going to work out in our favor. I swear for God, it's not. It's not.
Hey, Machismo, hey, I got a clip. I mean, you got to clip this from the Boondocks, you know, when they had that the color purple mesh up and they had old Miss up there. You got to clip the part when he had got Bunny Ruckus, and when they was young, he was just basically downtrodden. He's like, yeah, nasty. We got to clip that for this show for the future. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you the link. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, remix it how you would. But yeah, it's gonna fit perfectly on this beautiful program. But continue, contractor. Continue, contract.
Yes, sir. So at the end of the day, it wasn't a problem until that bread got cut off. Once that bread got cut off, and she had to come back down to the level of a mere mortal and just live like a normal hoe in the street, because she a hoe. That putty allegedly was for sale, from a back page listing to a Craigslist listing, according to Mr. Combs. Bruh. Once that happened, that's when that bitch started learning. Like, man, you know what? It's temporary. Then she went for a payday. She extorted that man. Seems like to me. Maybe not, but we'll know. Time will tell it. For his sexual proclivities, is that the good word for it? And after it was all said and done, she was cool until there was no more money. There was no more escargot. There was no more flights out food.
Champagne. You know, no more lobster. You know how much they love that lobster and clam shit. So you no more of that either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Fact. Now there's a problem. And he's a monster. And he did this, that, and the third. Bitch, you've been there for over 10 years. You've seen that man for who the fuck he is.
Basically, he stole you from his own protege, Ron Leslie. Yeah, and basically another individual whose career got cut short because, you know, look, this dude, when he see some men, when they got that what everybody want, they could do whatever they want with whoever they want. That's the scary thing about it. And once you see that as a man, you be like, damn. So it don't matter if I'm Ron Leslie, this nigga Diddy, you know what I'm saying, who he is, you know what I'm saying, he could go ahead and trick off the hardest, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that will really drive your ass crazy. And you see what we don't even hear about Ron ever since.
Yeah, but that's also by design. At the end of the day, after Ron built himself up to be a man of means, it took Mr. Take that to steal his hoe. So at the end of the day, Ron has to lean back on old school rules. Well, my nigga, that 1 year hoe. That hoe was for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. That bitch was gonna make a move, whether you wanted her to or not. So, old girl, she made her choice. She chose to remain in that situation that she's claiming was so painful and abusive, but didn't get the fuck out of it for over a decade. Okay. Tell me how the fuck that makes sense. Somebody could be like, yo, fear. Or they could be like, yo, she didn't really know because she was young. Cool. But if it took you 10 years to learn a lesson, you's a dumb motherfucker. I'll leave it there.
Y'all wrapping up?
Well, yo,
contractor, y'all wrapping up?
I didn't think so, but okay.
You said you leave it there.
Well, yeah, nah. As far as the how long it took for old girl to learn that lesson after 10 years, that part amazed me. And I got extra shit going on in the background right now, and I'm about to take my ass in the motherfucking house. All right, anyway, yeah, but yeah, no. Old girl did what she did for over a decade, and as much as she claims she didn't enjoy it, something tells me she did, because she liked that pain and that flex of being able to say I'm with said man, and said man is running you and making you do XYZ 1, 2, 3. She wanted the power. The power was more important than anything.
Hell,
And
she even tried to bring an all-star lineup onto the what's the name of her own liking. So you know she liked it. You know what I'm saying? That's Daphne Joy. I don't know about Cassie. Oh yeah, Cassie probably brought some of her dudes of her own choosing too. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Hey. Damn.
no, you know what? No disagreement right there. But life just happened in front of me, and somebody about to get. Apparently, somebody committing Grand Theft Auto crimes around this bit. Yeah. So, god damn it, it's a lot going on. But nah, ultimately, she liked it, and from my estimate, if what was said is correct, allegedly, old girl was on that shit, even with 50 in his ex. Something don't sound right with that whole situation. It just don't. It just don't. It just don't.
What up, Saul? Saul in the chat. What up? What up? What up?
What up, Saul? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, some don't see right with these. I mean, contracted. I feel what you're saying right there, because like we all, like a lot of people saying they ain't getting married. You know, they ain't getting the suckers no more. So they gotta get the child, but they gotta get the child by the right sucker. That's why they're going after these naive athletes, these naive rappers that got a buzz that's gonna have a long buzz with the long bread, not just none of these SoundCloud motherfuckers out here. So and then they got to go ahead and do some type of sensational. He raped me. He abusive. They got to get the people of public opinion on their side, so they could really go ahead and get them funds. Because let's be real, man. A lot of these chicks ain't got no plan out here in the world. They know that they just want the bread, and they trying to make smart, legitimate investments. That's why they trying to buy majority of the houses. That's the reason why they try to flex with all these cars, because they trying to make sure the nigga that they can trap and keep that up for them without doing too much.
Yo, Saul, let me get sound check. You good?
Salute.
All right, we got a ball game. I dropped the chat. I dropped the link for Slipknot too. I seen you in the chat. You pop up. We got full ball game. What up?
What up? What up?
Dom?
Hey, so Saul, What's your thoughts and opinions on this Daphne Joy being a concubine for one dude, but being a baby mama for 50 Cent though?
You know what? To them, it's a dual reward. Actually, triple. They can get notoriety. They can get money, and they get to humiliate somebody. I mean, just like Nas did it to Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z did it to Nas. 50 Cent actually did it to Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? And that was actually happening to him. And so, you know, I think that this Diddy trial, along with, you know, all of what's going on with that Dodger player, to Shador Sanders, to, you know, all this other stuff, that grape hustle, is getting too much publicity now. And, you know, there's going to be some laws coming up the pipeline soon. You know what I mean?
Oh, most definitely.
And I think that, you know, for those guys who are really impassioned about this, send anonymous letters to the White House and let them know what your concerns are. If there's going to be an administration that does something about these lying ass bitches, it'll be now. I land my plane there.
Contracted and dipped off. Yo, Slipknot, that you, Playboy?
Mike check. I'm seeing what's up.
Nah, you good. They just been up here kicking it. It's been Contracted Mr. O going at it for like the past hour. I'm just manning the controls. You got Saul up here. Well, y'all can bust it up.
What up, Slipknot?
Down the fort.
What up, Mr. O? What up, Cheese Mo?
What's up? What's happening, Joe?
Contractor had a circumstances pop up, I guess.
Oh, okay. But yeah, have y'all seen what's been going on with the Dodger player?
I ain't hear.
No, what's going on with which Dodger player? That's some new news to me.
About 2 or 3 years ago, this high profile, I want to say pitcher, had a $25 million contract, had it canceled and everything. And now he came with the receipts that she was lying. And now she has to pay him. The amount that she has to pay him is $300,000, which to me is a slap on the wrist versus what he lost, you know? But the more and more people are starting to slap people with these defamation lawsuits, you know, hopefully, you know, some of these things can turn criminal. I want to say that old girl is actually in jail now.
Really?
Yeah, she's in California in jail. So you must know it must have been egregious if she's in California in jail about it.
I don't wish jail on nobody.
Trevor Bauer. They say Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
Now I remember now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the lawsuits, you know what I'm saying, and they since they can't get alimony out of us anymore, the courts, the judges, these diabolical lawyers, they want to use these now resurrected alimony laws that apply to your states and everything, and try to use that against you. So yeah, so cohabitation is really off the table going forward for a lot of gentlemen in this country, because they like, man, even being in association with you longer than a week, you want to go ahead and try and build a
Oh, so they ain't dug up alimony out of the grave?
Oh yeah, palimony been a thing, especially in the state of New York.
Oh no, that's dangerous.
Yeah. They got to get the money out of you guys somehow. A single bachelor out here is they say it's a selfish man that robbed a woman out of marriage. And ergo, that means they robbed the government out of divorce.
Damn.
Like that Florida woman with all them kids in that hotel room, when she was on that news camera, she said someone's gonna have to pay. Hell have no fury like a woman with a gang of kids, a bad shady past, and a scornful nature.
I remember that shit.
That's crazy, man. And that's New York State overall?
Period. Either New York State or New York City, but you know what I'm saying? I seen it in a New York Post article, you know what I'm saying? That was a highlight because it's like this high profile banker or some kind of CEO of industry was in a relationship with this girl for some years, and he decided to break things off, and she decided to go to get a lawyer and try to get some palimony about him.
Hold on. Ray Hammer saying what, the mics is low? I don't know. Y'all sound good to me.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. So
Mic check.
You sound good. Slipknot.
Mic check.
Yeah, y'all sound good to me. But put a 1 in the chat if the mics sound good.
Tell the player to turn his volume up.
Yeah, maybe turn your volume up. They sound great. I'm in the back studio. Go ahead. That's y'all.
Yeah, I can't imagine them locking no girl up for nothing for real. So they must have came up with a settlement, and what it is, she probably defaulted and just didn't pay. So then they had to let her know the little 6 weeks or something, let her out, let her get to go ahead and making those, they call those retro payments or whatever.
I think that's exactly what happened.
I ain't hip on the case, but that's usually what it is when they lock a girl up, is because she not getting it.
Nope. He isn't.
I think that's exactly what happened.
Y'all gotta understand, it's a lot of money invested, government money, taxpayer money invested to keep, you know what I'm saying, you guys in line, and they use them as proxy. Like, these are literally your MK Ultra sex box walking amongst us. You know what I'm saying? They have to be out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? That's why they only get slaps on the wrist. That's the reason why they get the victim narrative, the state of public opinion, because they need these type of women, because us dudes gonna try and go after them. Like, look at India Love on the damn screen. Yes, I will go ahead and try and chase her, clap her cheeks right here on the screen, and I know she's a bug. I know she's hell to deal with, but they know that too, and they know it's gonna take one time for her to call the police on my black ass. Now they got a dude, part of the system that can use to their benefit.
Mr. I think you on to something. I want to add to that. I believe that she has an unwritten immunity, and her children have it too. Because them guys that keep on crashing out, man, we'd have been gone for a lot less. But if they know Keisha, your mama, you get an extended pardon or some shit to keep on terrorizing everybody.
I know, right? And it's getting real kind of crazy out here, because when you try to go ahead and explain this to the average young person that's basically like the dudes out here still trying to go ahead and bring this table talk up, right? You know, like Umar Johnson, all the rest of these people having these group therapy session panels and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to right the wrongs of so-called bad men's past. but they never get to the point saying like, but what about this chick?
Who raised that bad man? They never get that.
Who's his mama? Like Contract, and he's all right, y'all. He's dealing with a little situation behind the scenes, so but he's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on texting him behind the scenes, but like Contractor said, we had methods of trying to figure people out because we had intact families for a reason. Your family had to go ahead and be good, have a good name and character, so everybody knows you could be messed with, you can be trusted. When you don't have a good name as a family, they be like, man, who your people is again? You what's the name? Daughter. Where your daddy at? Who your daddy? Oh, you know, yeah, my son ain't for you. Yeah. And that's that.
I think it's still like that. It's just a perverted version of it. They got it upside down now. Now they ask, are you a certain last name to see if you got gangster in your blood, rather to see whether they want to mate with you.
That part, especially here in Chicago.
Everybody King Von cousin, right?
Bro, hey, yo, like speaking of King Von, shout out to R.I.P. to bro. He's the bro. You know, I actually shook hands, you know what I'm saying, with that bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I mean, we are who we are, but I'm gonna tread lightly since he's a bro, but his BM. Now you want to talk about goalposts moving and you want to talk about chicanery to the fullest. 1 minute you say that you don't talk to niggas in Chicago out of respect of Von, which I respect. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I thought, you know what I'm saying, that's some stand-up ladies out there. So ride or dies, literally ride or dies. But only to go ahead and say a following week, not even probably a couple of days later, that these Chicago men are very, very sassy. This sassy term they have been thrown around like it's just a word like oh, he must be undercover, he must be on a DL, he said, yeah, they want that, they really want that term to stick for a dude that got standards and some type of scruples about himself, right? They really want to go ahead and try to finesse us still out of our labor and our ducats with that particular gaslight though. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, do y'all see it's not working no more? I pass the mic.
I don't think they see. I mean, hell, they got people spending $20 million something trying to get us back to the table. You know, as you all see that indifference is the greatest currency you can have. You know, fuck these hoes.
Yeah, indifference. You know, yeah. So if you are still trying to go ahead and tell me like the likes of Daphne Joy, you know, the likes of Carisha, Young Miami, I mean, these are the same women that could come on these airways, these podcasts, you know what I'm saying, and tell you that you got to step your game up, you know, and you possibly get the fact that she was just getting passed around, Lord forbid, in the worst kind of ways imaginable that you can't even conceive of. I don't even think Steven Spielberg could direct that shit. And it's real demon time because you got young. It all started around the 2000s when Corinne Steffens came out with that book. It became a snowball effect. When Kim Kardashian, a so-called socialite, getting bent over on camera, everybody was cool about it. Paris Hilton did the same. You literally got chicks on X doing amateur things not really sometimes not really getting paid off the platform, probably through cash apps and all the other bull crap from thirsty simps that want to see that ish. To the point now, if you even bring up OnlyFans, if you even bring up the so-called like I said, X threads and everything in between, they look at you like you are the problem. Like, how dare you? It's what we fought for women empowerment. Demon time. Slipknot, what say you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you loud and clear.
All right. I got a question for the players on the chat, on the panel and the chat, I guess. Do y'all know anybody that ever paid one of these pussies on OnlyFans, or is that just some kind of myth that they got bots doing?
Both. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit more of the latter than the former, but we already know who's the majority paying for it of the former is married men.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, you ain't know. So they had gathered some data, and they had came to find out majority of the first of all, someone got some feedback, playback in the what's the name. Okay, I'll mute up. All right, there we go. So this I'm trying to go. All right, hold on. I gotta go back to my train of thought. I just lost it right then and there.
You were talking about.
You're talking about the data and all the little simps and stuff like that. The married
Oh
guys.
yeah, so they had gathered some data. So they gathered the same data. They found that women are using more of the porn use on like Pornhub and all that good stuff. They had gathered data that on OnlyFans, majority of the guys that's buying the spicy content, even all the way down to like the feet pictures and stuff like that, is actual married dudes versus single dudes. Yeah. And I have not gathered the data on see what race of men basically paying for it, but I guarantee you it's Brad. It's Brad.
Yeah, it sounds about his style. He's not tricking when he do it, right?
Oh no. Remember, that was supposedly been a dude that supposedly tricked off like $100,000 on Ruby Rose just for nothing, like a last year or something like that. You know, so they love just giving their money away for free for the. So I don't know what can we call this kind of tricking? Like, can we call it tricking of the fourth kind? No, I'm not following me. Like, I understand the actual thing of tricking. Like, I give funds to get buns physically touching them.
Right.
That's a tricking of the first kind. Tricking of the second kind, I guess I get a kick of spending my money. You know, I want to spend my money on you, but still want to go ahead touch some buns and get some fun at the end. You know, I like to give, but I know I want to go ahead and get some giving too. I want you to give some giving, that good giving too. Tricking of the third kind, you actually just giving money to chicks and like stripping. Like, you can only touch them, but you can't fuck them. Yeah, unless you go in a champagne room. But now the tricking of the fourth kind, you just want to go ahead and send your money to a chick through a screen, and you be happy that she's supposedly say your name, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the fetish trick. Let me see your toes. And he feel powerful because he told her to do something and she did it.
And now we got space age tricking, like my boy Cortez Smith said in the chat. I don't know what will entail with space age tricking. It might be evolving a woman with 3 breasts and 3 nipples in the next couple of years. If
Total recall tricking.
Yeah.
I know them.
3 breasts and 3 nipples. Stupid, nigga.
Hey, I know they leave them pockets abducted though.
Man.
I know a girl that'll cut your pockets from the bottom. She don't even go in them, just cut them.
You good, contractor? You good?
Oh hell yeah, Irvin, you can come up. Hold on, I'll redrop the link in the chat. Hell yeah, you can come up.
Yeah, have an all-star to me.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Are you good? All right, bet you back, contractor. You got Saul on the panel too. Irvin about to come up. We about to have a ball game. Let's go.
What up, Saul?
He on mute.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. All right, we got a ball game. Hold on. Let me hit y'all with one of these. Let me hit you with a drop clip.
You making me look. I'm about to punch you in your face, real shit, because I really hate to be a bitch that looks stupid. If you keep, get the fuck out.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch.
Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
All right, guys, it's all yours. All right, we got a full panel. We got Contractor, Saul, Mr. O, Slipknot. I just dropped the link for Irvin. We good to go.
Yeah, we all just discussing this these MK Ultra walking top boxes out here. That's basically possessed by that demon time energy. You know, I want to come up with a name because it's like social media is literally a portal. It's like they literally don't know themselves. They don't do nothing unless as soon as they get that phone, that laptop, that tablet, and they just hit Instagram, TikTok, Facebook to get out their feelings, and hopefully some people just give them 1,000 likes just to get their fake feelings out so they can lie to themselves every night. Then they go to work on OnlyFans.
Hold on. Yo, Irvin, is that you? Irvin, can you hear me? You, did he drop? Irvin, can you hear me? You gotta unmute yourself, bro.
What, Saul dropped off?
He might have, but he'll come back. Yo, Irvin, you gotta unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. You gotta unmute yourself. Irvin. Remove. Add him back to the stage. Yo, Irvin, can you hear me? You gotta unmute yourself, bro. All right, I'm gonna just let him work that out. Yo, Saul, you back?
Mic check.
Okay, I can hear you, Saul. Is that you, Irvin?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, bet. All right.
Mic check.
My apologies, gentlemen.
Yeah, you sound good, Saul. All right, that's all you guys. Yo, Irvin, what up? We gonna let you get some airtime, man. Thanks for supporting the channel like you do. This is Contractor's brainchild. This demon time joint, letting people come up. Everybody say here, kick back. I'm just a man in the board, so it's all yours. Well, what you got to say, man?
I think this is a conversation that's long overdue. First of all, salute to the panel, salute to the chat. Thanks for having me up. I love supporting you guys. I've been supporting now for over a year. since I got first put on. With that being said, I think this is a categorization that's long overdue. They've been on Demon Time for a minute now, and every time they do one of these demon maneuvers, all of a sudden we find the Jesus in us not to call it out for what it is. And I think, we talk a lot about shame and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we don't call it out in the moment. And I think that's where we're really missing the mark. You know what I'm saying? In baseball, you got to hit the strike zone. It ain't just about throwing the ball down and getting it to the catcher. You know what I'm saying? There's a zone you got to hit. And a lot of times when we're in the box with these broads and they come in with these heaters, we not smacking them out the park, quote unquote, if y'all get my drift, and shutting this shit down. And as soon as you shut it down, all of a sudden, a whole new conversation comes up. When you don't tolerate that public shaming, all of a sudden it's you're not who raised you, or why do you treat women this way? But as soon as you a sucker and you roll with it, oh, you ain't shit nigga. And that type of stuff right there, man, is the line in the sand. I ain't just ain't shit nigga. And guess what? I ain't on that little silly time either. There's a happy medium, and it's called meeting you where you at. That's my kind of point, and that's where I'm gonna land my plane.
All right, well played, sir.
Let me addend that to what he just said, right? And I like to, going ahead and actually acknowledge Dennis Spurling for bringing this point up, but we got to punch them so-called good girls too, because you're complicit and neutral when all these stupid bitches do what they do. But the minute we say something about what the stupid bitches do, you want to say all y'all men are misogynistic and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just at this point we gotta make it black and white. Pick a fucking side. You know what I'm saying? One way or another. Ain't no neutrality, ain't no complicity, ain't none of that. You know what I mean? So those so-called good girls and those so-called simps. Now, we obviously know who the simps are, and get punished. But let's not sleep on these girls who always say, oh, well, my friend did this, my friend that, my friend did this. Oh, okay. And you did what? Oh, well, it wasn't me, but you still hanging around them bitches. You know what I mean? So, the conversation should be, oh, you still around them bitches? You out the door too. I'll land my plane there.
That's a great point. And I think our biggest problem, man, is knowing when and how to come together when we see these interactions. I think a lot of the barbershop talk that we talk, the conversations we have, we know when something's wrong. We see the Target, we see the Walmart fallouts. You know what I'm saying? We see the Bonquishas, mad because they can't get that yaki. But I think we address it at the wrong time. Excuse me, and we don't call it out enough. When we see this stuff in our everyday life, and more importantly, when we see somebody else going through it, we got to start calling it out. We talk brotherhood and manhood, and the first thing Keisha's gonna say is, "How come y'all don't protect us women?" Well, here's my question to the rest of the fellas: how come we not protecting each other? Fuck these hoes.
Well, because again, if you had heard me earlier, we have this thing called competition bias amongst men. We are basically doomed to fight for a poon that won't go and send us to our doom.
But is it confirmation bias, man? If we can come together to go to war, I think we're not recognizing who that we at war, and who our allies are. I don't think it's an issue of potential. I know what we can do, but we don't come with the same vigor Okay, so for example, we're at the barbershop, right? Machismo up here giving me a lineup. Mr. O comes in here, he's doing his regular thing, selling me some Chicago popcorn, right? Now, all of a sudden, I get this sleazy broad come in here, and and Greasy is the one that brung her up in here. Now, she can be popping off crazy, this, that, and the other. I'm going to expect to watch Greasy put her place. If he don't put her in her place, then I am going to look at Machismo and Mr. O like, we need to talk to you, Greasy. Don't y'all agree? And I'll give her $10-$20 to go to Chipotle to get the hell out the barbershop so we can have a man-to-man conversation, because she don't need to hear it. But we need to have this conversation. We come together for everything else, man.
That's how it used to be. That's exactly how it used to be. Like, yo, you gonna check your chick, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Like, the chick talk crazy, you don't even say nothing to her. You look at the dude like, what's up? Like, you don't even say nothing to the dude. You looking at him like, yo, you gonna say something to your girl, man?
I heard they used to publicly shame you for a day and a half. Like, for real.
Back in the day, man, don't be caught being a sucker, man, in front of everybody in public. You got to keep that shit private within your gigs or your little 2 or 3 peoples. But if you're going to be on a dance floor, the club, the bar, the picnic, yeah, don't do that.
I think it happened when dudes start really compromising their masculinity amongst each other, when the women start coming to the room. And I hate to say it, we are Irvin, we are at war, but this is the war. Unfortunately, you want to fuck your ops, and they wear very convincing battle gear. Basically nothing.
Said you want to fuck your ops. You funny.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, they the ops. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, hey, you put India Love right in front of me, I'm bending her over, even though I know she's bad for my health. Sorry.
I think that barbershop. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say I'm the same way when it comes down to like Taraji P. I just got a thing for that bro. I know she crazy, and I know it's a bad thing, and I know also I'm not gonna be within 20 feet of that woman because I do got a thing for her, and I know she toxic.
She just I think she's just an IG model that made it. She's what a lot of these lackluster subpar under sevens, not over sevens but under sevens want to be and strive to be. That's why Dr. Miami is a thing. But you see what happened, they all look alike now. For real though, I could take her and I could put her next to Kylie Jenner and I can't even tell them apart. What say y'all?
That's half the problem. I can't, okay, so I noticed something like okay, over in the Asian countries, right? Because I've been watching a lot of Asian content that's having similar conversations in a different way, and they've gone through something similar in their culture that's but different. They've reached this peak or this level of uniform beauty, so where all the people that look good or are considered hot, they all look alike. And it's not just it's beyond a stereotype. It's like it's a little bit deeper than that. It's kind of weird where, like, have y'all noticed how it's not that Asian women don't have an ass, but you don't see Asian women with asses? Well, it's not that they can't grow them, but there's a cultural difference there that's just not their aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when it comes down to like their how can I say, being pleasured. They don't react the way Gatto Gag or Keisha might react to throwing something back. You know what I'm saying? But
Shit, we'll go ahead and take that ass in a heartbeat, but I digress.
Hey, unfortunately, yo, look, I work near the so-called hospitality industry, doing protective work, if you know what I mean. And I have seen today a whole bunch of very voluptuous Asians. They are evolving. I don't know, it's just the American version. It might be just a centralized thing, but over here in the States right now, they are evolving. They becoming like Tia, Daphne Joy. Look at, matter of fact, perfect example. Daphne Joy, Filipina, bro. They coming like that now, bro. It's over with.
There's definitely some American influence, and if you notice, those that are more quote unquote westernized or Americanized are all thicker, all of them. If she's thick, she probably knows English. I know that sounds crazy, but that's probably it.
Hey, yeah, D, man, you could tell, but look at them lip fillers, bro. You could tell that the teeth is done. You know what I'm saying? We are seeing it in the gym, man. Look, that hourglass shape. That was a very, very rare thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Even back in the 50s, it was you was basically the creme de la creme. Only like Jane Mansfield, Marilyn Monroe, Dorothy Dandridge, they was known for that because it was very, very rare. Now it's just a commodity. Everyone got one, so it lost its appeal. So yes, and as long as you like you say, yep, squats are fine. As long as you keep that shit tone and you work out, you can get away with it and don't become a sloppy jalopy going to the gym and trying to cover with the Spanx and leggings. No. But yeah, oh yeah, she definitely enhanced though, bro. But I hate to say it. She working her shit. The tattoos on the face just mess it up. That's it.
Does anybody have a picture of what she looked like before all of this stuff?
Oh, I mean, we could go ahead and do some digging. I mean, we could do it live like Bill O'Reilly. I go in behind the scenes, just like you know what's so messed up. Have y'all seen Krishan Rock before? She had basically destroyed herself with all this shenanigans. That's a particular picture of her lounging in like a computer chair. Yeah. I mean, bro. Hold on, I'm about to go ahead and do that digging though. I'll be right back.
Right on, because a lot of these, it's funny to me, man, because Nicki Minaj is a prime example. Back in the day, she looked like an attractive 4, attractive 5. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't ugly. She had what Kevin Samuels would say. She had the right points in her face that makes a person pretty. And if you do artwork, you understand what he's saying by the facial points that makes it, in symmetry and stuff like that. But she wasn't ugly like that. You would have talked to her, I would have hollered at her, just about any of it. But then when she got into the industry and she got this quote unquote Barbie look, man, it turns my stomach. As a matter of fact, this stuff is so common now that when you see a broad that's just natural and just built right, you almost have to question yourself, wondering if it's real or not. You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit, man. I found myself doing that shit the other day. Like, is this real?
Man, I had this bad shorty walk past, and I mean, she was fine. But
hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna take a puff for every dude that come into the chat and ask who this chick is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take my 2 puffs. What up, Chaos?
Yeah, man, I came across this bro. She was bad. Don't get me wrong, man. She was fine, but it was, you know what it was? It wasn't the fact that she was sick or shapely, right? It was the clothes that she was wearing that accentuated that. Like, okay, if you got a big behind and you got that like midriff Beyonce jeans where it's like barely hanging over, but it's above your butt crack, the way it hugs onto your butt. If you got a real behind, it make it look like a fake behind. So you got, you be looking at it like, damn, I would hit that, but is that, I don't know. This is part of the magic trick, get at night.
You want to hear about theory? You want to hear my real pill theory? I believe that unbeknownst to these MK Ultra sex bots, they just getting us and the simps, the thirsty incels. You know what I'm saying? They getting them primed and primed and ready for the actual AI version, silicone skin having program how you want type of sex bots in actuality in real life, live in the living color. They basically making chicks conform to the same looking aesthetic. So when they bring out the robots, you won't be able to tell the difference. I mean, they already NPCs already. You already can't tell the difference already.
All right, then I got a silly question. It is a serious question, but it's silly. So, are these bonquishas gonna attack the AI plants and manufacturing joints like they did Target?
Again, are we talking about the most educated woman at this point that want to go ahead and still practice things that's been done for over eons and eons that never got done before? No.
I think that was an excellent foreshadow, Mr. O. I think that statement you just made going to age very well.
Yeah, history gonna look back at that statement and judge accordingly, and you might be a prophet. For real.
Yeah,
I
man,
got my tinfoil do rag on tonight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Like they've been priming them for the last 20 years to look like one of three people, and why not bring in the?
Yeah, because they know that these chicks have expanded their use. That's some that's very useful. That's not of the sexual nature, but how dare you not want to go ahead and partake in the sexual journey that y'all have basically started since the 60s. I mean, how dare y'all? But I'll digress. So y'all basically made Blade Runner come to life. You literally gonna start seeing chicks come to us in the next 10 years saying, so you don't like real women, huh?
Y'all remember just a few years back when what was that Star Wars movie that came out with Childish Gambino, and he was in love with his android and they freaked out. You know what I'm saying? Now they're rolling it out, and people, these same little like the ones on this screen here are the main ones that scared deathless. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you compete with a when you're physically manufactured? How can you compete with something that can be manufactured to my specifications? Because all, like you say, once you stop hitting that gym, once you stop doing what's necessary to maintain the look, man, you appear to be looking like a big ant, oofy goofy. You got the chicken legs with this big old bubble, but it looks weird, man. It looks demon time for real.
And I give you that. I'm gonna up you on one too, Irvin. Check this out. They do that, but they do it against our so-called liking. They do this to be in competition with each other, despite the fact they try to attract us to go ahead and do their bidding, which is counterproductive at its finest. And they have forgotten that men, we are visual creatures. Ergo, we have very vivid imaginations. Lord forbid, I could actually accumulate the funds and actually give me one of them so-called AI bots. Not that I'm saying I will, though. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, I could get a Dorothy Danridge type of bot with the body of a Capri Styles or a Roxy Reynolds that could sex me just the same way. How can you compete that?
I get like 4 of them and pimp them out,
and then some.
I'm gonna get me a Eartha Kitt in her prime.
You want a headache?
Look, man, that purr action got me.
but y'all know we've been replaced on the sexual end with them vibrators a long time ago. Tito did a video about the chicks catching gangrene from the vibrators and things.
Whoa! I heard of STDs, but you said what the gang? Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know which STD you can catch from a vibrator. I was thinking because he said something about you can catch the same shit from the gym, that it might have been like a simplex of herpes or something.
Yeah, they're not. Look, man. I think was it Tito that had what's the name? The stream where he's talking about. They're talking about some. They be doing the cucumbers and stuff, and then all of a sudden they making you a salad with that same cucumber.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah. No, you know what? I just kind of lost my appetite for a salad. But yeah, you got a point though, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, D is not the same, but unfortunately, after a while, dealing how you deal with these women, after a while being with them, sex them, so you can only skin a cat so many different ways. It don't feel the same afterwards either. So that's why a lot of these bedrooms and these marriages is dead. That's the reason why these married dudes is on OnlyFans sending $100 to chicks to just look at their feet and stuff like that, doing the tricking of the fourth kind before we get to space age tricking with the three women with the 3 breasts. You know.
Mr. O, I'm gonna have to steal that, man. The what do you call it? Tricking of the third or the fourth kind. You should write a book with that. You should write a book.
Mr. Oden broke down tricking in tears.
That's a great line. I'm gonna steal that. I give you credit, but I'm gonna steal it. That's up there with nasty work.
Yeah, tricking of the fourth kind, coined by Mr. O himself. But I know other content creators that don't watch my particular channel, but they gonna find a way to go ahead and say like, well, that's 4 kinds of tricking. Let me tell you, it's tricking of the fourth kind.
Right? They gonna steal it. They're gonna put that bread tube on it.
You forgot the Nigerian accent. Did the tricking of the fourth kind. the tether gonna steal your shit.
And Pajit gonna be like, do you know that we have tricking under for the king? The good tricking and you have the bad tricking.
There are 4 dimensions of tricking, and you have to raise your sakura to get to that next level of tricking. Be sure to turn it root chakra.
They gonna DE out the hell out of my phrase and everything. I'll be surprised if you don't appear on CNN, MSNBC in 6 months.
Man, that's gonna be on Fox Soul News, man, in like 3.
Man,
as soon as some girl said we're gonna have to protect her at all costs, but fuck Mr. O.
Hey, Lord forbid. Let India love. You know what? Let what's her name? That sprinkle chick. Let her say it.
Shira 7.
Yeah, let her say it.
And she's a fat broad with lip fillers and stuff.
Another one. It's like it's like all the women around the world. It's basically 3 bras: Nicki Minaj, Kylie Jenner, and damn now I hate to say this chick. I hate the Sexy Red. It's Kim K. They still want to go ahead and pull off the Kim K aesthetic that kicked it off. So you every all the so-called how many billions of women in the world is? Well, let's just focus on the United States. It's like X amounts of millions of women that want like 4 women in total.
I don't know, but I don't know about the sexy red. I don't. Maybe it's a region thing.
He talking about with sexy red with the tattoo styles and the piercings and shit.
Oh, well, okay.
My God, did you not just see Ray J say he just smashed Sexy Red?
No, wait a minute, what?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, and proudly admit. Look, this is the same guy. Look, another guy. Look, Ray J. We might be have to do what's the name, Ray J in a minute. Allegedly, I'm gonna put that out there where you ain't gonna toxicate me, Ray J. But I'm starting to see a pattern with you, stir, like we seen with Diddy. You had Kim K. You know what I'm saying? You get basically got put on with that. Then you got the crazy work with Love and Hip Hop with you and Princess. Now you just really admitted that you not only smashed Sexy Red but also Suki Hana. Yeah, bro, we gonna be talking about Ray J in the next couple of months, bro. I'm just getting early like AP and B through my what's the name? My senses is tingling. Just letting y'all know.
But Ray J's an old school plant though, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you got these Hollywood types, man, you can either sacrifice a family member, man, or you can make them one of your peoples, as it were. You know, one of your peoplesteens, if you get my drift. You know what I'm saying? You can pass around, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta remember all Ray J came out and came weird all after what? When Kobe broke up with Brandy, or when Brandy broke up with Kobe?
It was allowed. Look, Brandy, despite the fact her being, I still found her sexy, fine chocolate ass with them little chinky ass too. But unfortunately, she's still a chick from Mississippi.
Right. And I think she put up that. I think Ray J is just you know, it's a couple of people, man. They put in front of us, man. That I just don't. They can talk a good game, but I don't really want to hear it. Now, I'll give you a prime example. Y'all might think I'm wrong about this, right? But I like to hear Willie D's input. I don't care to hear about Willie D's input at the same time. If it's a specific thing, because it's just the way he talks and he presents himself, no more talk. I want to, you know what I'm saying, when it's a particular topic. However, I'm not really following Willie D like that. You see what I'm saying? And he just don't fit my aesthetic to my ears. And I think
same
we got
way
a lot.
Boyce Watkins with me. Ironically, like Boyce Watkins, I actually met the man before, and I was him and his wife. Yeah. See, I couldn't go out like that. I'm sorry. I'm good. That whole spinning block, circling out.
Right. He came spinning the block at what? 7 years, 10 years, or something like that.
30.
Oh my God! Right, and 2 kids later or something. Yeah, man. No.
Bro, she's a very nice lady. I mean, very very friendly. I add you. I think her name was Alicia. Yeah, Alicia.
The world of Machismo TV and the audience out here want to know one thing, Mr. O. Did you or would you hit that?
Well, water is very wet, sir. I have done worse in my lifetime, so it'll probably be somewhat a slight upgrade. I mean, light skin gets in with me. I'm still a sucker for like the light brights and just as right, like the old school players used to say. So yeah.
I want to back it up to when y'all was talking about Ray J and talking about we gonna be talking about him for smashing Sexy Red and who else you say Suki Hana.
Suki Hana, one with the dirty feet. Yes, her.
Man,
yes.
I got to push back on you, man. Like last week, you I don't know if I'm talking to Mr. O right now, but last week, Yeah, Mr. O, you said this girl on the screen was fine. I had a change of heart. Yes, you were right, sir. She is fine. But I don't know. I'm like them girls that like niggas that just got out of jail or something. It's something about Sexy Red I would want to kick it with. I don't know about sexually, but I would like to like she seemed fun, dog, like fun as fuck. And then
Hey, guess what
Suki
happened
Hana.
with
Suki
bro? What
Hana,
happened
you
to the
cut
fun
her
girl?
head off, nigga. The bitch bad, nigga.
Bro, what happens when you get with the fun girl? She's fun, right? You're gonna be feeling yourself too, and she gonna be real fun all night too. You play your cards right. I'm just saying. Oh, Cortez Smith, they already do. Look, they either call me a basher, they call me a colorist. Hell, they be like, they be trying to come up with so many things about like, man, look, I'm already bald, but you bald headed too. So don't try to pull it because I'll smoke you. They don't want to do it with Chicago niggas up here. We would go ahead and destroy their whole understanding. I sent a lot of chicks to the crazy house. It's bad up here though. It's bad up here. And Sexy Red, dudes want Sexy Red, like you said, because she's fun. You know what she gonna do to you. Cardi B. I forgot about Cardi B. How did I miss Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion? How? So 6 chicks they trying to be like in this country. And all you gotta do is play your role, and you can have them.
Well, you gotta, break it down. You gotta break it down like alchemy, man. They all following, they're all following the Vanessa Del Rio, Kim. What's her name? Kim, the rapper. What's her name? Lil Kim. Yeah, they're following because remember, when closer to the end of Vanessa Del Rio's career, she was on those same talk shows. A lot of people don't even know that, like, the bitch got like a doctorate degree or an engineering or something. She ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? But she fell into the industry and made money. And then when she was coming at the end of her career in the porn industry, like Pinky is now, she transitioned, and that's when Lil Kim kind of made her little change. And they kind of hooked up. What is this, like 92, 93, 94, something like that, or 95, 94, 95, something like that. And that's when you start to see Lil Kim start to go through all these changes. Because look, man, between Lil Kim and what's that chick that was on No Limit cover, they were regular chicks, but they were fine. We thought Lil Kim with her stuff hanging out, with that fatness hanging out. We was like, man, she fine as hell.
That's a hardcore album cover. I will never forget that.
Right.
Her name was, I think that was Mercedes.
Mercedes, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So back then, then till now, a lot of things we play, but again, a lot of this stuff is coming from them. Those two are the originators, and it's from that. Because it's from that, it's not until 96, 97, I think it was, that you get Girls Gone Wild. And Girls Gone Wild ain't nothing but the white version of Freaknik that we were already doing.
Facts.
But they made money on it, you know what I'm saying? And then when they said, well, no, this is just us celebrating your Black Spring Break. Well, when we tried to go to their spring break with cameras and all like it's the Freaknik, all of a sudden we get a lot of charges. All of a sudden, football player and 20 witnesses. You know what I'm saying? You know the story. You know what to do.
Demon time. And you see that. All right. So basically, sex work is real work. Every industry now is basically some type of form of sex work, even in the corporate office. They really don't use their so-called degree skills. I mean, they only use their skills what they got the degree in the jobs they have. But they come to work every day with the most provocative, most pushing the limits of work wear that you can ever dream of currently. Hell, they made the so-called stripping culture acceptable culture. Like you gotta treat a sex worker at the same level that you might treat a librarian.
Man, I passed by Lively Stone Church on St. Louis Avenue last week, and damn near wanted to go in and be a member. Them hoes walking up them steps had on some, Lord have mercy.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
Oh yeah, the church. Oh yeah, the church pastor, the biggest pimp of them all. See, he's disappointing you men right now, especially you black men that have not been attending that church on that good Sunday morning. To go ahead and save these women that come in here dressing provocatively, even though they supposed to be positively covered by their husband anyway first. But since they messed up and they're trying to go ahead and redeem themselves, you supposedly single decent black men out there that got these so-called degrees. Or you know what I'm saying, you got that good trade job. Y'all supposed to be coming convenient with these single moms, these women that had Donald Trump passes, and just go ahead and look past that and be a good servant of the Lord and redeem this hoe. And pay your tithes and your
yeah, I'm about to say tithes and offerings. Don't forget that.
Yeah, the building fund, no, the building fund.
You got to make sure that they have a house of worship. House of worship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and don't mind them when coming in here with the see-through, with the pasties on they breasts, on they private area and the derriere, and the little kids got the little crust things on the side of their mouths and their head look be down. Don't mind that. The Lord is working on her. He gonna work on them kids next. He needs your assistance, good man.
Don't mind her catching the Holy Ghost. Remind you of the hub.
Yes.
How about that part?
She bouncing.
Yeah, you up here bouncing, gyrating, having all types of spiritual gasms. And we can smell it in the back row.
And don't get too Philly. You get the church hug. Don't go get too Philly and try and go ahead and give her that embrace hug. You let her give you that church hug. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that space in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We don't go ahead and have to kick you out of here, and you're gonna be scaring the church hoes. The church girls away.
And that's why I can't go, man. My hands will cuff. They don't give a fuck. Don't hug me.
You want that hug like poetic justice?
No, I'm talking about that hug from Two Can Play That Game when she was trying to give him that embracing that church thing. You know,
you don't want the Two That Play Game hug. You want that. Hey, cuz. Yeah, I don't know you, but bitch, come here and give me a hug.
I'm gonna try to lift her ass off the ground, nigga.
Hold up. I'm sorry. I tried to come back and correct because my shit dropped. Everything fucked up. Bruh, I've been listening. Couldn't do too much, but I've been listening. Bruh, Irvin, you funny as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. That church hug, cuz, soon as you lift that hoe up, and then her ankles and her goddamn knees coil up, I hate to say it, that's your bitch. That's your bitch. That's your bitch right there. That's your bitch. That hoe done chose you.
How
and it better not be no cousin shit. That's a fucked up scene right there at the family meeting.
But here's the beauty of the point, contractor. They burnt out the church, and now they done transferred from the church to the gym. They looking for all the sacred spaces to go ahead and do this nasty. I can't find this. I can't find a safe space. I need a safe space. That's crazy, right? I need a safe space. Not to be bombarded.
You ain't supposed to have a safe space. You a goddamn grown ass man. They want you to be the most unsafe space as possible because you a melanated grown ass man out this motherfucker. They want you to be out this bitch with them locked arms and indulging in this fuck shit all day, every day, and twice on motherfucking Sunday. To the point of the brother Slipknot right there, getting drunk on Sunday out there in St. Louis. But yeah, not you, but them people. Bro, they want you to have the most uncomfortable spaces possible. That way you can keep rambling these little nasty ass hoes in their mission to, get preggo out this bitch. Trying to
You
make
just
something happen
exposed
real
some shit.
fast.
You just exposed some shit, Con.
Nah, real shit though. Real shit.
If they keep you down, you will look at them threes like, fuck it. And now 20 years later, you got this 3 baby mama. Like, why was if I had this then, I would have never fucked with her.
Cause I wanted some pussy. And it gets that fucked up. It gets that fucked up, bro. I wanted some pussy, and this bitch was there, and she was readily available. Problem is, you ain't know she planned on setting you up when she ovulated, though. That part.
Yo,
But we keeping game though.
Yo, shout out to Kwame Kaiju, man, with the $5 super chat, man. Thanks for supporting the stream.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
Yo, appreciate you. Thanks, Kwame, for supporting the stream. Go ahead, guys. It's all yours.
Yo, no bullshit. I appreciate y'all brothers for coming out, and even when shit fucked up on this end, y'all kept it moving though. That's the sign of a fucking content creator. Even though I don't want to accept that title my damn self, like real shit, y'all kept it moving, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro. You have no idea. But he should have been what's a good word for it? Mr. Displaying? Broadcasting herself?
Exhibit.
For a hot little minute.
Exhibition. They exhibiting.
Yeah. Okay. She's been an exhibitionist for a good little while now, and when it come down to it, ain't nobody really do it quite like her. Yeah, she's desired that ass, them hips, them thighs. I struggle with that too. I have an addiction to bitches with a fat ass, my nigga, and I can't fake like it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like I be like, damn.
Contractor, you gotta tap into your white side, man. You gotta look at it like they do and say, "Oh man, that's gorgeous. I'll screw that. I ain't marrying that. That ain't my girlfriend." See, we ain't got to that point yet.
Hell no, I ain't did, bruh. I be looking at that shit like shit. I'm down south, cuz. I'm down south.
The last safe space I think we actually had before the barbershop was taken over was a cigar lounge, and that we had the cigar lounge. You could get some yak. You could sit in the corner smoking your cigar, still feel like you're a boss. Get your mind off things, and here they come.
No, Mr. Older.
Fact.
That wasn't no safe spaces. My granddaddy said it was always a woman. Every Friday, come in raising hell, grabbing somebody by the ear, talking about where he's spending the money at.
That in the Legion houses. Them Legion houses be getting raided with wives.
So these guys
hole in the wall and have a little drink. You can't do that.
So there was no actual Chicago man like Al Bundy with the organization like No Ma'am ever even in the past there was like a No Ma'am. Like damn.
Yeah, it is. We call it Machismo TV.
Oh well.
Fact.
That's what it is. Welcome to the new age. It's digital walls. That's all it is. Instead of having a glass wall, or a bulletproof wall, we got firewalls. You know what I'm saying? So we just welcome to the new age. Look, when we were coming up, man, we all thought we'll be Buck Rogers right now. But the reality of Buck Rogers ain't what we dreamed of, but it's still here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll never forget Machismo said, and I think it was Salty that said it a couple of weeks ago, you know, man, when y'all first started this channel, man, wasn't nobody here. And then on top of that, you got, as the word start to spread and go out, all of a sudden, everybody started, hey, let me spread the link. Let me go ahead and tap in. Let me, what's the name? Now we at this next level. And you know, this is our digital lodge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we might have to create a AI screenshot or something saying, you know, with that Al Bunny, no women allowed, you know, when we having these streams talking about demon time. Because we all know that they watching.
I don't know. I'll have an Al Bundy clip for y'all next week, but well played, Irvin Reed. Cause with the Places of Machismo TV, and that wasn't no bullshit. Season 1, it was me, Saul, and Gunmetal Guy in the chat every fucking night for like almost half of season 1, and then occasionally Theo Coop will pop in the chat or Bernard Riley. Yeah, but every night. Now we're on season 7. But Irvin Reed, well played, sir.
For the first, I'll say for your first season, man, I didn't realize y'all was live. Because you know you got the intro and stuff, so I would be hearing it in the background after I stopped watching all this other stuff, let it play, and I'll be falling asleep or waking up or be at work, and it's just playing. I never knew it was live. I think it wasn't until El Guapo shot you out that one time, and he was like, "No, get these guys, you know, subscribe to their channel. These guys be live every day." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and actually pay attention." And I actually sat down instead of listening. I actually looked at the screen and watched. And I was like, "Oh no, these niggas real." Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, what happened is we came up. I think we was the first one with the business model to do it like television. We would record all the episodes live, but we was going to do it like television seasons. So at night we could just stream the seasons, like, you know what I'm saying, after we recorded them live. So that's why we on season 7 now. We did it like television. So at night, you know, when the channel come on at midnight, we just stream it from the catalog and shit. Like all the seasons are on Patreon. Because also we was clipping people's stuff and we had music and shit, so we ain't want to get struck on YouTube. So we just put everything on Patreon and then we just stream it and take it down. And I think we was the first ones really using that business model.
Great business model, I might add. Wow. Salute to y'all.
It was a breath of fresh air to me because I was about to just stop watching videos, and then Machismo TV popped up. I'm like, I'm back, baby.
Yo, that's crazy you said that. Like that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people's story. Like Templar just said, like, well, man, because we made it so that you could listen to it like radio, but if you watched it on a screen, it'd be like old school TV with, like, you know what I'm saying, like pop culture clips and cartoon clips and Family Guy clips. But Theo Waff said that shit to us too. Like, nah, man, I fall asleep listening to this damn near every night. He was like, cause y'all on at midnight every night till like 6 in the morning. And that's crazy to me because I'm old school too. I fall asleep watching television. I usually fall asleep watching Seinfeld, but like, or I'll watch the Honeymooners or some shit, or sometime our stuff. But it's bug hearing people say, like, nah, I just fall asleep listening to the channel. And it's crazy because me and Saul, that's how we wanted it to be, like old school TV. Remember TV used to shut off at midnight back in the day?
11 sometimes.
Yeah, like 11. Remember that? Like, you had UHF and VHF, and remember at midnight it used to shut off, and then like they'd start playing like the adult shit at like 1 in the morning. That's how we was like, okay, we wanted to do it like that.
The only thing that's playing after 2 a.m. is that QVC trying to sell you shit, merchandise.
Right, QVC and shit, Home Shopping Network, exactly. And it would be like all infomercials.
I remember when Benny Hill came in at 11 o'clock, 11:30.
Yeah, and they'd be like, yeah, and after like 12 or 1, it'd be like motherfuckers selling Ginsu knives and shit.
Nah, hold up, real quick. From what I remember, there will be episodes of Thundercats, Silverhawks, so on and so forth coming on TV like like 5:45, 5:30ish, sometimes 5 a.m. But you had to have cable for that part. You know what I'm saying? But our cable was spotty as motherfucker. Sometimes we had it. Most times we didn't, bro.
We ain't never had nothing but UHF.
Everybody woke up to Andy Griffin.
Big
I don't care
knobs.
who you are. We all woke up to Andy Griffin.
Yeah, Andy Griffin. Yup. That's whole
That
fact.
part. You
That
want to
Andy Griffin, Bonanza, all that shit.
One thing that can wake me up out of a dead sleep is hearing the end sound effect of a Cheese Mo Cheese V where it goes don't.
Yeah.
Don't. I will be in a dead sleep, and that's playing in the background. I will wake up. Like, what time is it?
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yo, it's crazy because me and Saul, like, but in the beginning, like we're in season 7 now, like episode like 40 something now, maybe 39. Like we was just being like, yo, we wanted to get that nostalgic feeling like that. So that's crazy that you said it because Saul actually Saul actually made that clip and I put it together and shit. And then when we used to have people trying to help us with the watch hours, Gail at night used to be playing our shit all the time to get our watch hours up. And her brain is stuck on your kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. And that was all season 1 and season 2. And she'd be like, yo, I just be falling asleep and waking up to that shit like it's stuck in my head all day.
I be waking up to that shit every morning. I be like, as soon as I wake up, I gotta go ahead and brush my teeth and hop in the shower. I turn on my TV. As soon as you pop on, like you said, dun 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 dun.
Yo, Gail ain't here, but this one for her. Yeah, she was saying this the single mama PSA because we played this all like season 1 through season like 4 nonstop. But Quiet Store was telling me like that song it was trapped in her head because she was playing our playlist so much, and she'd be walking around doing the day and be like, "I'm here to fuck you. I'm here to fuck."
Yo, kids, they need to know. I'm here to fuck you. I don't wanna know your name, your kids. They need to know. I'm here to fuck you. Get the fuck on, ain't no shame. I'm here to fuck. 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 Watch this bridge, y'all. I'm here to fuck. Yo, kids, they need to know. I'm here to fuck you. I don't wanna know your name, yo, kids. They need to know. I'm here to fuck you. Get the fuck on, ain't no shame. I'm here to fuck. 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 Watch this bridge, y'all. I'm here to fuck.
Man, class.
Corey is a fucking comic genius, man. He's a comic genius.
That shit is fucked up, bro. That shit is fucked up.
Downtown, nigga.
Yo, he's doing that dance. He's a comic genius. But yeah, that was our first PSA, the baby mama PSA.
Bro.
Hold on. Go ahead, contract. I'm trying to think what we get me though.
Lord.
No, sir. Please. Go ahead.
Let's have a moment of silence for the visual Cheese Mo has provided us.
Yes, India Love. She's a Twitch streamer. She just blew up on Streaming University. She went from, I think, 4,000 subscribers to 500,000 subscribers in like a week.
If you got that, let me guess. I know it's
The
gonna be a
regular
whole
bitch was like, yeah, who's so and so?
No, she's like semi-famous. She was she's from California, and she used to date Drake, Soulja Boy, Game, and Puffy's son.
She from that family. I think I know who she is.
Her sister Crystal. Yeah, her dad's black, and then she comes from like a little bit of money too. She's not broke.
She like that
So
Gianni Aiku type of chick.
Yeah. Her dad's black. I think her mom's Asian.
Another one.
Yeah, she was dating Game when she was like 18.
So she took a lot of rich nigga dick and then got on.
Basically.
That blazing flavor, man. That blazing flavor is like the new
Smith. Look, she's 29 and she's 29 now. She's like 5'3". When she was 21, she was bad as shit, bro. Bad as shit.
Yeah, now she all plastic.
Yeah, bro. I don't see. Oh, they might be plastic in the back though. But that's real right there.
No, them titties is real. I think she just got a BBL. Because she's got
don't look natural.
She's got two older sisters. She's the short one. Her two sisters are tall, and her other sister used to date Drake.
Damn, Drake went through the whole family.
No, I think her older sister Crystal dated Drake first, and then she ran up behind her sister and knocked Drake off, and like they had a beef for a minute.
That tells you everything you need to know about the broad. If you're gonna follow up behind your sister's man, I mean that's just nasty work in and of itself.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's from Cali. I mean, she just streamed the joint at like a golf tour event where her dad. So like they're not like her sister's was like a gymnast and you know what I'm saying? Like they come from like some decent money. They all know how to play golf and shit. They was at some big golf event. Her dad's like a black dude. I haven't seen her mom. I think her mom's Asian.
Dang, Monique, you say Ray J used to live on your same block back in the 90s, and you say he had a bad. I mean, shit. I mean, look who his sister is. I'm gonna forever be known as this chick's son, brother. Oh no, I gotta get my name out there. That's what probably made me turn to a savage.
Oh, Ray J just got that whole buck slave blood in him. He'll fuck Joan Rivers. He'll fuck anything.
That buck slave blood. Wow.
What's that one whole name? That one whole name. The ugly hoe.
Ray J is Tank before Tank came out with his statement. That's who Ray J is. Ray J is that guy that don't think that it's gay to, have a sausage in his mouth that don't come from a hot dog stand.
Oh, you may not necessarily be wrong about that.
And he don't, but he does.
I'm about to punch you in your face, real shit, because I really hate to be a bitch that looks stupid. If you get the fuck out.
Y'all ain't just gonna breeze by that, man. Hold on, what we just said about some sausages, dog?
Mr. Combs.
What you just said about some sausages, dog.
Mr. Combs. Yeah, he made it famous.
Somebody
that
said
man ain't
that
bigger
for
than
real?
motherfucking Smithfield out here. He doing what he do.
Somebody said that Tank said that ain't gay because he do it.
Yes, sir.
What?
Oh
the
yeah,
hell?
on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He said it a couple of times, actually, man. He said it on the Breakfast Club, and then he said it on the podcast he got going on. He said it multiple times that it's okay for a man to experiment with another man when he isn't sure about his sexuality or as he's coming into his manhood.
Yeah, but like those guys like that, they go on like Breakfast Club and stuff like that, and they say that outrageous shit.
Yeah, man.
Even though part of it might be true, they got paid to make that statement to push an agenda.
Yeah, man. They
to
Diddy party specialists.
No, they're not. I mean, and Ray J is a complete industry operative. Like he moves with immunity everywhere. Like, what has he ever actually really done for him to have that much influence? He's, you know what I'm saying? He's a useful. You know what I'm saying? He's a procurer and a fixer and a. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think we forget. I think we forget that when we know about the Kim Kardashian sex tape with Ray J and how that all came about as far as the aftermath. But Ray J, when I think he sued the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that was all industry plant. What's the name? I've done a lot of fucking, and guess what? I've been busted fucking before. I don't think my mom want to see me fucking.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Not that
He
she ain't
sued them
grown,
because
but
he sued them because that was a business transaction.
right,
I
it
mean,
was
you
a
say what
business
you want
move.
about Ray J. He's transactional, and he is actually a good businessman.
You know what? If I pay $1 million for some pussy, don't make you not a hoe.
Irregardless, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
No, I'm
that. I
just
feel
saying,
that.
like, it's Hollywood. It's nature. It's the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all transactional. It's the stuff's been happening behind scenes. They just figured out a way to capitalize on making it public and get paid off of it. That's all.
They found a way.
Like, have you seen Kim before she got her nose fixed and shit? That bitch was not cute.
Yeah, she was just she was a regular degler, boy.
She was a regular degular. You know what I'm saying? Before she got her nose fixed, and she's pretty as hell now. But like she did her nose first, and then started getting minor stuff on her face, so she looks bad now. But like before, just regular out the womb, she was like kind of goofy looking, and she wore glasses and shit.
Yeah, she had an ugly duckling face, but
So a lot of like why y'all be like, man, Kim bad, and she be running after all these joints because she's still an ugly duckling inside. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Kim Kardashian was the ugly girl in the 3-girl trio.
Well, Chloe was the ugliest, but Kim.
No, I'm talking about when it came down to Lionel Richie's daughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chloe's really the ugliest, but like the crew of Paris, Lionel Richie's daughter, and Kim. Yeah, Kim was the ugliest.
Kim was the ugliest. She was the ugly duckling. She was the ugly girl that the pretty girls brought to
exactly.
top block.
Exactly. Yeah, and she was Brandy's assistant,
and that's why she acts what she do now.
Hey, Ray Hannah. There's not an amount of kegels in the world to get them walls that have the jaws of life ever again. No matter how much vagina rejuvenation surgery they lied to you about, it's never come to have that snap back. You know what I'm saying? The nappy dugout has been dug out like a New York Yankees World Series victory.
Oh yeah, Lindsay Lohan shit is crazy, but Lindsay Lohan's a gangster though. I mean, she was coked out and whored out, but Lindsay was a gangster. She used to rank. She's staying with Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
Wasn't Lindsay Lohan the reason why what was that fine white girl that all the brothers used to like? Barnes? Wasn't Lindsay Lohan the reason why
Amanda Bynes?
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, Amanda Bynes, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't she the reason why she had her downfall?
Yep, and I give an honorable mention to Miley Cyrus. Remember, she was kicking with Juicy J and all the rest of them too.
Miley Cyrus went black and couldn't handle that black snake from Alabama, so she went back.
She lost her fucking mind. That she got fucked out and lost her fucking mind.
Man, what? Cortez, man, look, man, black men love the snow bunnies, especially the looking ones, man. That's the milk and magnesia. You know what I'm saying? It was her before. It was also Christina Aguilera before she turned to a strag. You know what I'm saying? Hang with Lil Kim and all the rest of them. Also, once upon a time, Britney Spears used to be very high on everybody's list too. Don't forget. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what we need to do, man? We need to okay, so I'm not gonna take the Dr. Umar route, you know what I'm saying? Don't be dipping in the milk. What we need to do is we need to start categorizing the different type of milk that's out there. Every white broad ain't whole milk. Every white broad ain't 2%. Every white broad ain't skim. Every white broad ain't goat milk. Every white broad ain't almond milk. You got these different flavors of white girls. And now we're entering this age, especially since that dang New York statue got posted. These white girls are saying, you know what? I like black men and I'm not ashamed of it. And they're going after it. You can call it a fetish. Great. You're shaming me. Got it. You black broads don't do nothing else. That's all y'all do is run y'all mouth. However, black man on my arm, no man on your arm. And that's the end of the day. We you know, again, I go back to the moonshine clip. We fought very hard to be accepted citizens in this country, and there are certain people that are moving a certain way that want to prevent that, whether they know it or not. but there is a quote unquote other side of that conversation, and that other conversation that's being had is a conversation that don't happen in black spaces. These are the white spaces. You know what I'm saying? You know, we talk about how a lot in these spaces, how okay, you get to a certain point, a black man, all of a sudden this white girl comes along, but they don't ever talk about the opposite side of that. I know a lot of white women that got, come from bank, real money, and because they fell in love with this black dude, they got ostracized. They're no longer, they got that Meghan Merkel action. You're not in the wheel no more. You don't get none of this no more. You've been cut off.
But to your point though, like if they come from money, then as they should. Like I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Saul used to have this. Me, Saul, I think Wrench had this conversation all the time. Is like, I grew up watching old British television because, like, my parents were real religious. I wasn't allowed to watch TV except for like public television, and so like PBS, and then like on PBS, all BBC broadcasts all the time. So I ended up watching Doctor Who and shit, right? But American common law comes from British common law, and like so. Like those old like British shows I used to watch, it was always like some story of like the daughter didn't want to do right or some shit like that, and then all of a sudden they're cut out of the will, or like the father or somebody dies, and then like the chick has got to get married by a certain age, or her allowance gets cut off and shit like that. Or if she marries some dude that's not acceptable to like the uncle or something like that, her allowance is cut off. You know what I'm saying? Or like she doesn't inherit the money. Or if like she was the only child and she was supposed to inherit the money, if she don't marry the way that she's supposed to marry, then the money goes to her first male cousin or some shit like that. That's how they used to control that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Prime example. I give you two prime examples.
You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is like when these white girls that come from money, and like their parents just sent them to motherfucking finish in school, and they've been in piano and ballet. They done invested $200,000 into this bitch. Now you think you just gonna go over and marry this Johnny come lately and shit? You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Like nah. All right, you can do that if you want. Cut out of the will. You understand? You could do all that if you want, but you understand what I'm saying? And my point is, it goes back to like, you want your grandkids to look like you. Like if you're a Caucasian brother, I got nothing against that. But what I'm saying is the same thing. The brothers need to be the same way. These divestors go out like Tito be calling it. It'd be like the divestor, the pro-black pipeline. All these pro-black chicks is ex-ghetto gaggers. And that's what I'm saying. I think more so niggas need to be playing like the white boys play. Like, well, sometimes when you go black, you don't go back. Sometimes it's because you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? It should be the same way. Like, you was messing with the white boys in college. Oh, you are pumping. There's no like, you know what I'm saying? Like the brothers should be the same way. We shouldn't be getting Brad's leftovers. Y'all niggas. I mean, I think that there's a built-in socialized cuckold culture in the black culture for the men. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, this boy bangs your girl, that boy bangs, and you still like the now you gonna be a stepdaddy. The bitch got 2 kids. You know,
I got to push back with Cheese.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got to push back on that point. I think you're making a great point, but I want to slightly push back. I don't think we're going into that. I don't think we're evolving into that. I think that we're choosing that because we don't know of any other option.
No, that was the point I was making earlier. Okay. It's the plantation culture.
You don't know.
Like black women right now, they're behaving just like breeders on the plantation.
Yeah, there's a lot of young.
They don't behave like wives. They behave like breeders.
Well, here's my thing, and again, talking about the barbershop, whores are going to be whores, and I'm not trying to be funny about that. So
no, but it's been adulterated into society. Like there's no differentiation now.
No. What I'm saying here is this. So, okay, so 6 degrees of separation. Now I can speak on this platform here, talk to you guys. You can have this barbershop conversation, and I love it, right? But brass tacks, 6 degrees of separation, I can only capture and influence the men that are in my 6 degrees of reach. So in my personal life is what I'm saying. I can correct these behaviors in the men in my personal life. And as you do it, machismo, as Mr. O does it, as my man does it over here, as contractor does, as we all start doing it, it will start metastasizing. Now, why is there such a need? And this is bringing back to my point. We have gone so long doing so little that we don't know how to maneuver and operate. So when there is a quote unquote a Marisol or a Becky or a Condoleezza, you know what I'm saying, that's actually not a part of this culture. And remember, we're being hunted in a different way. So here it is, like for example, you can be sitting up here on Instagram, this, that, and the other. And you know you only talking to black folks in Instagram. All of a sudden, you'll get this white Becky DM that's thicker than a Snicker talking about some, hey, how you doing? Now, what I'm saying here is that we're going through our own evolution, but there's an outside evolution that's happening too. And they're starting to, that crossroad is starting to come together where the rubber is starting to meet the road. Where again, like we were saying earlier, the Becky with the inheritance, they not caring about losing the inheritance. But then you got the same time we as black guys talking about some, well, I only like black women. Well,
that wasn't the point I was making. That wasn't the point I was making at all.
I get what he's saying.
I
get what both of y'all saying.
Yeah, the point I was making is because you made a statement about like how sometimes, you know, the chicks come for money and then they be messing with the brothers and like with the family they get disowned. But what I'm saying is I agree. I don't disagree with that. I was making a point that there's a reason for that, and black men need to, as a collectively, need to practice that as well. And then in part, we actually used to. Like when I was actually even dating early in life, I can't bro. I'd have met so many people's moms and dads and everything, and people want to know, well, what's your father do? What's your mother do? That used to be like a big thing. Like you couldn't even date a girl unless especially and I'm talking about black chicks. You know what I'm saying? She came from like the uppity side of town and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't even let you date the daughter and shit. They'd be like, you know, he's nice and everything, but do you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is there's a reason for that. And I was just parlaying that into being like how like the Beckys can't go back. The brothers need to be the same way with the divestors and all that other shit, especially now with all the information we know. I mean, most of us grew up on bad information. That we got from the boomers.
Hey, yo, yes, I got two examples of that I was trying to go and say. So you got Jay Electronica and Jeremy Meeks. Two black, one official black man, and we'll take the light skinned dude since the chicks do it, you know, with Meghan Markle, so he used as a proxy. So we got Jeremy Meeks and Jay Electronica, the rapper that was but never been. They both got a Rockefeller and one of these other pristine people of billions. So yeah, brothers, we must go ahead and tread to them waters just for that second reason. It comes out beneficial for us in the end. Jeremy Meeks is the perfect example. Since they want to go and characterize us as Pookie, he went from Pookie to basically walking down the runway, making a moolah, and got a billionaire chick. I'll pass the money.
Jay Electronica is dating a fucking Rothschild, bro.
Yeah, that's why I meant that Rothschild. Yes, see. Yep. He had with that demon chick Erykah Badu, and look at him.
Yeah, he's dating a Rothschild, and like that's that Rothschild money. She don't give a fuck what they talking about. She was like, "You can cut off. You can't cut off this money over here. I'm still good." So some shit like that.
What I was trying to present is the similar but different scenarios that quote unquote Becky over here goes through when dating outside versus what we go through over here. We go through the same thing. I'm pretty sure all of us, okay, let me speak for myself. I've met bros that if they find out that I've dated anybody non-black, all of a sudden I'm not worth the communication. And it's like, what are you talking about? Now again, they will take my quote unquote multiculturalism because I frequent different circles than they do as me only looking outside the box. And it's like, no, I'm an equal opportunist. If you're the type of woman I'm looking for, let me put it this way, because this is what I usually say, especially when talking to black women. You tell me I want a woman like my mother. Well, the women that have the qualities of my mother don't look like you. What am I supposed to do?
Bro. I hear you. And your whole viewpoint is that shit is valid. Real shit. But here's the problem. Keisha wants you looking inside the box. Her box. And Becky has taken a very similar perspective. They don't want you looking outside of shit that ain't got to do with them. Literally, they become this thing. This thing operates. It makes money. It can have a digital fucking store. It could be on some normal brick and mortar business shit, or it could just have a good government job. And this hoe don't understand none of what you talking about because you're speaking in the language of fairness. That bitch, however, is comprehending domination. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you could be, but that's that hoe's mindset, bro. And as we evolve and grow here in this place and spaces, so-called black men or whatever, and we become, you always gonna have that Keisha, that wow, wilder bitch out there that's gonna be on some bullshit with you. And they present that trap in multiple ways. One is gonna be fairness. So how can I put it? You're making a good point, bro. Not taking away from that at all. At the end of the day, that hoe ain't honoring that part though. Like literally, you can do your best if you were a mechanic to fix someone's vehicle, but at the end of the day, that hoe will still claim it's broke because you. That's what you're dealing with. After you zoom all the way the fuck out, that bitch gonna be like, it's your fault. And you're the one she came to for help. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, the argument is presented on good merit and the bitch acting like she's supposed to act. Hell no. That's not what they do, bro. They are foul as fuck. And then they turn around and blame you and make you the fall guy for how foul they are. They load your information into the database and log that shit in and put you as that bad nigga right there.
Yep.
I got a question there. So the ultimate question is, I think, if I'm understanding correct, because I agree with what you just said, by the way. So if they're on demon time, then the only way that we can associate with them is if we choose to be on monster time. I have to transition from they have to transition from the woe man to the D man. And if that's the case, then the only possible answer, I have to transition from being a man and turning my man into a monster. Because there is no way, again, we talked all night tonight, and on other topics as well. Why would you want to deal with that other than a hit it or quit it? But now it's getting to the point where even the hit it or quit it is like, man, y'all coming with too much. It's too much stuff.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. It's a whole nother option. That pretty much what you display, what you talked about was the option that bitch present. Here's the player option. You can Well, you can dismiss that hoe whenever you choose to. And on some real quick, quiet, and goodbye shit, you ain't got to play a game no more. Bye. So if she wants you to become a monster, leave that bitch alone. Because that's what you always going to be to her. From that point, from now until a monster. But the reality of it is, even when you become that for her, she's still going to hate you. So at the end of the day, it can't be satisfied. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be rationed with. You can never find any fucking common ground, bro.
I agree with you, Con. But here's my whole point. We like the weekend. This generation, they like that toxic love, and that's kind of, talking about this broad on the screen. Me and you wouldn't talk to this chick, but a lot of our nephews, cousins, little niggas, they'll come across her and talk about something. I got a baddie, and we would try to warn them of what this broad is, but they will be like, no, I'm gonna hit that. That's what I'm speaking to. Again, I got gray hair in my hair, man. So, can I get with a broad? Yeah. And, I only got so much long for this world. Don't get me wrong. My family lived long like Rothschilds and shit. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm at 50 at this point. So, another 25 years, man, Babylon 5, I'm going to play, punch my clock. And I'm cool with that. But when I'm talking about what I'm leaving behind or what's around and what we got to deal with, man, bruh, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, that same modified body, see me at Dollar Tree, I'm gonna probably try to holler because I have two heads like everybody else. However, if this is what my nephews and cousins are coming into when they do the same thing, that's a dangerous. We're talking about as men. One of the key factors is us as men is our progeny, right? Our legacy. So.
Bro, you hit the nail on the head. You sound like that Muslim dude that was like, brother,
Unfortunately, millennial men and some Gen X men, we going out like the boomers. Some of us are going down.
Oh, okay.
It's nasty.
Going out like the boomers with a bang. I ain't mad at it.
Look, man. Now we going out on that flow, and we going out with the way we raised our kids, because not all of us, saying salute to the gentlemen with kids and was in their kids' lives, but millennial men, millennial dads, yeah, y'all, some of y'all really didn't, y'all really messed up. Y'all make the boomers look like a Red Foreman.
They blew the bag, bro. They blew the bag all the way, trying to mimic that so-called Caucasian shit. And then when it didn't quite work out the same way for them that it did you're like, oh, this process is fucked up. Nah. They won't never meant to have a lifestyle as the same Caucasian children. At the end of the day, we got a chance to see both sides of the fence, and it's nasty as fuck. But all it took was a little bit more information from the people that came before us, and then we would have been in a much better position. But they didn't get that part up, though. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
you
fact.
had to dig for that. You had to fucking work for that. You had to fucking strive for that. But in reality, that should have been given up free of charge. But it is what it is.
That's why we make this content like we do now, because like one way or another, all roads, if you're a man dating in modern society, all roads lead to this space, because you're gonna look at the DDG shit. Like the DDG shit is important because I watch a lot of Twitch and stuff because I do content, and the whole Twitch ecosystem, the live streaming, those are Z's. And what's happening with the DDG, you're watching in real time the streamers getting red pilled and their commentary is starting to be like the commentary here in the space. And these guys got millions of like subscribers and stuff. So these talking points and this lexicon is spreading because with the streamers getting red pilled, that's going to be a multiplier effect to red
Not
pill.
only just DDG, but the Travis Hunter situation. We're gonna be waiting, sitting back on how this story unfolds.
Yeah, the Travis Hunter thing is one thing, but we know how that's going to play. But the streamers are a bigger deal because they're live every day. And these guys be having 20, 40, 80,000 people in the fucking chat. It's a whole different ball game, bro.
It's weird being on, okay, it's weird being on the outside looking in and seeing, it's almost like that meme of watching, the black women on top of the building watching the city burn. In a similar vein, we in this space are kind of in that same position where we seeing the city burn. It's like, let's just have our coffee and our whiskey, man, and our cigar, because it's up to to see that happening in the, what is it, Twitch? It's happening in what's the other one, Rumble? They got all these little, and then when you go over there and listen and look at the comment section, there's a reason why you hear in the mainstream media this pushback against quote unquote incels, and that's because these people are coming in, these young folks like Machi's gonna say are coming into this space, these streamers, and they're getting red pill hard, and now all of a sudden they coming back to Unc, what you talking about?
Like, bro, DDG be having 20,000 people, live viewers in his streams going with this Haley shit going on. Like, you're watching an entire generation get red pilled in real time. Like these, the numbers are crazy. You can't even imagine that many people viewing you, and they're streaming all day. So like, I've been watching like the responses to this shit from the other males, because most of the real successful streamers are men. So like, it's a whole blowback. Like Aiden Ross defended him and everything. Aiden Ross got him. Aiden Ross is who helped get Trump elected, because Trump went on Aiden Ross's stream on Twitch. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, so bro, like this, it's spread from YouTube to Twitch now, and like that's a big, like I said, a huge multiplier effect. But it's these talking points, and what Contractor was saying is like, we got all this bad information from the boomers. Like, I've had a pretty good life, you know what I'm saying, with the information I had. But if I had the information, this red pill information, we had bits and pieces of it, but like all of it put together like it is right now, I would have made completely different moves in my life. And so like, bro, like this information is here. So one way or another, like, motherfuckers gonna go to YouTube and type in something because they having an issue, and boom, one they gonna make their way down here. And like, the future belongs to the men, because this is the first time like men all over the world can get in one digital space and compare notes. And we got the lexicon put together. Like, it's a huge game changer. No one ever saw this internet shit coming. You know what? And even like how YouTube used to be like fucking cat videos and shit. No one ever expected men to get organized on the internet and just like basically upheaval social society and like affect national elections. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what men do. We take tools and we make them useful for us. Like, and this is what no one ever saw coming. And you can't put the cat back inside the bag. You got fucking JD Vance, the vice president, talking red pill shit. You know what I'm saying? In the White House, and Trump. Like, Trump's like a red pill president. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, shit is, bro. That's why Keisha's just lost 100. Has got the highest unemployment rate now. Like, bro, all the shit we've been talking about for like years is all happening through this administration, bro. Like,
can I piggyback off that?
It's a big win.
Let me piggyback off that, Machismo. So check out, right? So what have we been hearing, right, from quote unquote mainstream media? We've been hearing about these incels. That's all we've been hearing. We covered, and I say we because we were all in this together, covering this doggone election. And they kept saying incels, these young people that are sitting on their computer Now, couple this with the same conversation we're having with the trolls we come across. These young folks that are supposed to be men that's been part that has been watching our content for over a year, but they're still having these type of weird conversations. This is the same group that's a part of that 20,000 watching Kai Cenat and DDG. Yeah, these are the same ones that are out there. That they will troll on here. They will simp on Twitch, and then be on Instagram spending grands because not that they don't have the money, because these bitches got money. Where are they getting it from? There's two groups that these bras say they get money from: the quote unquote simp, geek, computer nerd, incel guy, these Twitch streamer people, or these old dudes that's like, older than us, but they paying like, I got money. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the extreme. Us in the middle, we like, look at this shit go down. And I like my plan.
Yo, Big Set Trip said it right. Yeah, that piggybacks on my statement. He said the ism is universal. It didn't spread anywhere. People are just realizing it. Listen to Ice Cube, bitch is a bitch, and tell me that's not red pill content. And that was 25 years before the internet. Exactly. That's what I was saying. We got a lot of bad information from the boomers, but we got some good information here and there. And that's what I was referring to. Like a lot of the hip hop was red pill. You know what I'm saying? So you was able to navigate a little bit. But in terms of it like being fully codified into like talking points and ideology, and like you just being able to pinpoint shit, that being able to peep the Keisha playbook and the feminist play, like we wasn't like, this is new, like, because this is guys from all over. What happened was guys from all over the country got on the internet and basically all over the world and said, hey, oh, that happened to you? That happened to me too. And then somebody else in another state said, oh, that exact same thing happened to you. So we all ended up being online comparing notes all these years, and then basically came up with a playbook and everything. And that's why the Keishas and women are so angry with these red pill podcasters, because and then like I said, with the rise of Kevin Samuels, like you can't put the genie back inside the bottle. All these, like somebody put it in the chat with Tommy Lauren. Everybody complaining because they can't get men to do what they want them to do anymore. Men are refusing to be utilities.
ConcuServe. I was gonna say that's why I'm coming back to. Look, Dr. Tia Son Johnson came up with the term, you know what I'm saying, with the buck situation. It's basically it's a ConcuServe dynamic, you know what I'm saying, plantation politics that's going on in the community. That's why it's cool for so-called Keisha to get Brad and Jazz Baby. But if you stick your Johnson into Miss Ann, and you come up with that little beige milk chocolate baby or something, what have you, they ridicule you, that you were destroying the black race, you taking money out of the black community for some reason.
So my question is, what are they taking out of the black community when they be bringing in these babies that ain't black?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, ask Umar Johnson that question. I guarantee you, he will self-destruct. He will go ahead and basically leave the room. He will actually be like, that question never existed. Him, any hotel pro black be one person. Look, ask
the voice walking types.
Man,
yo, you're taking away your resources. Your resources are the number one thing they bank on, they bargain on. They've been waiting on them resources ever since your great grandmama. And the moment you remove that from them, it's the thing they've been promised to their recollection since goddamn near the Bible, my nigga. The Bible of broke bitches. Yes. That could possibly save them from their reality that they're going to have to face, called reality. Your resources is what makes the world go round. Your resources is everything that helps them keep this shit going. This cycle of fuck shit. You out here working hard, toiling, sweating to sweat off your brow. to support that bitch. When that's removed, well, you know what? You ain't valuable no more. You dig? So the moment you get removed and that bitch has full control over your resources, it's gonna be a shit show all day, every day, until she can't spend no more. Cause I mean, them resources ran out, and that's what we're seeing. A bunch of bitches that spent their load right there on enjoying your resources, and all of a sudden now, you know, the hoe got a problem. I can't pay my light bill. Well, bitch, I gave you 1,500. That ain't enough though. It never matters with them. It's never gonna be enough. But
never.
I'll end there. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just tell her that Amazon is always hiring. By proxy, get another job by Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You got to work them 2 jobs, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? You strong and independent, right? I mean, bitches got to work every day. B.
Facts. Until they deal with you, the real provider. And now they mad. Now they mad.
That's the part I can't. I get irritated. That's the part that taps my ass. Y'all talk all this crap. Y'all talk all this stuff. You ain't got a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of. But I'm supposed to have a 10-bedroom mansion for you and baby kids. Man, get the hell out of here.
Well, D, what you say exactly why the overwhelming majority of us at the bottom here in this country, that's not true. Black men are doing exceptionally well. More than half.
Right, we're doing a lot. More than
half of us are single without children. In the middle class or upper middle class, our income just went up. Our unemployment numbers went down. Like Keisha may be doing bad. Black men as a whole are doing well and have been doing well. More black men in college than in prison. Like, well, pick a metric. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's false propaganda. Keisha may be it's always about the community when Keisha's doing bad. You understand what I'm saying? And fuck the community. Black men are doing well. Keisha having problems.
Right. Right now, the biggest issue that we're facing is not a physical realm, man. It's a narrative. We're fighting against an image, a ghost. You see what I'm saying? We're not doing bad. Most black men that I know are not doing bad. However, are black men taking care of these bugaboos that are just out here wilding? No. And what do you see in all these videos? I was out at the shopping mall. I started crap running my mouth when I shouldn't have. And these black men had nerve enough to check me. Yeah, because who are you? And that's real. People are getting sick and tired of getting sick and tired. But at the same time, we're fighting a narrative that we have to stand up universally and say, y'all are spewing lies and stories that don't have nothing to do with us, because we're not struggling. Y'all are struggling.
Hey, Irvin, you want to know something? You know why I go by Mister? The reason I spelled it out, because for some reason that dude from the 1980s, you know what I'm saying, the same narrative they still projecting onto us in 2025, which is outdated. They still say, a majority of black men is locked up. Even though we can look at the numbers, but like not even a fraction of us is incarcerated. It's just that we are such smaller numbers in the numbers of us being incarcerated. You know, this thing called per capita, Keisha, that you don't know anything about, makes it more bad. Next thing, majority of us is on the down low. And shout out to Tito. It's not us out here on the down low giving y'all so-called diseases. It's y'all.
That's
Cortez.
We ain't educated. We not making no money. Look, what you just said, machismo. We are
we're upwardly mobile. Like, by the numbers, there are more black men without children and who are single You know what I'm saying? And in the middle class or higher. We got the highest number of millionaires in history now for black men. There's more black men in college than in prison. Like, by the numbers, we're whooping ass. Like I said, it's always black people are doing so and so and so when they reference in the Keisha. But if the majority of black men are not attached to Keisha, then that's all. You're talking about the single mother community. That don't have nothing to do with the majority of black men. Do you know what I'm saying?
In which they reference this guy from this particular film called The Color Purple, because every fucking example comes from that damn movie that they want to project on us. Look, y'all was out here beating on us. Who is y'all? What's his name? Well, you know, the dude from so y'all literally y'all base y'all whole entire lives over a fictional film directed by a small hat with a big nose by the name of Steven Spielberg, that was starred one of the ugliest and hideous chicks by the name of Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? And you actually want to identify with that shit? And you think that what black man is? 40-some years later? Oh, y'all get what y'all deserve.
Okay, so first of all, wait a minute. Before we move forward, I'm going to defend my chocolate sisters here. First of all, Whoopi Goldberg back in the day when she was younger, she wasn't ugly. Now, her
I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the
Whoopi wasn't all, man. No, okay, so there's not a lot of photos that go around, unless you lived it, unless you remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. There are a couple photos where she actually does look pretty.
Yeah,
I think that they just like they did with Oprah, they played into that jigaboo look for her.
Exactly.
I know.
There's some what's that movie when she's the cop? She's pretty in that movie. Because I've seen her promo pictures. She got nice bone structure and stuff. Whatchamacallit? And you got to remember, this is during the 80s when light was right. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Exactly.
This is during the 80s, bro. Like, everybody know. Y'all niggas had S curls and fucking Jerry curls. Everybody know. Prince was in, bro. Like, what we talking about? Like, we know. Light skinned niggas was in. I just made it. I was like caramel. I just made it.
You just made it.
You know what I'm saying? I was caramel and I had like pretty wavy hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just made it. You know what I'm saying? But light was in. Like, if niggas is saying the only nigga that got a pass was motherfucking Morris Chestnut. Y'all know that. Stop playing.
Man, it's not about to gaslight me with the Predator's little sister, aka Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm not saying that she's overwhelmingly beautiful. I'm just saying that there are pictures from, especially whatever that movie was, it Jumpin' Jack Flash, whatever. I've seen her promo pictures. Yeah, she was pretty in that joint. But like I said, I think that for Hollywood and casting, they played into that jigaboo look,
right?
And they purposely ultra ethnic her, and she played into that. But I mean, yeah, she's a booger.
What was Oprah Winfrey's problem? I mean, she came like that. I don't think that they just
I ain't never said Oprah Winfrey was cute.
Nobody said she was cute. All I simply said was the fact that back in the day, before her mouth made her, ugly, as we see her today. Back then, when she was out doing the stand up, this, that, and the other, everybody was kind of looking like her as a Billie Eilish, whereas like you trying to dressing down, you dress, what I'm saying, you cover yourself, you supposed, what I'm saying, you got to remember the time period. No, it's like black is beautiful, what I'm saying, you stand out. So when she started making her run to popularity, she started showing how she could be a beautiful chocolate American woman, and all of a sudden that what made her quote unquote mainstream, as it were, with The Color Purple and that notoriety, she fell into a character that she really never got out of.
No, I agree in part with that. Cortez Smith says other races are noticing that Keisha is an issue. Black men get along with other people in work and business. Black women struggle to act normal no matter what the deal is. And I think that play. I saw a black content creator and a white content creator across several different social media platforms, and they were all fairly big. Even this whole black fatigue thing, that shit don't got nothing to do with black men. But
It's
black
Keisha
fatigue,
fatigue.
black,
That's what it
it's
is.
Keisha fatigue. That's really what it is. That black fatigue shit don't got nothing to do with black men. It's Keisha fatigue.
That's exactly what it is. Now, if it is Keisha fatigue, how do we actually deal with this situation? I mean,
Well, we don't got to deal with it. Like the system is dealing with it. Keisha is subsidized by the government and corporations, and they are withdrawing their investment. The environment is being terraformed. We just got to sit back, keep doing, do not engage, and keep doing what we're doing, making this content, and let government daddy, whatchamacallit, let them flop on the side of the shore like fish pulled out of the water, because that's what's happening right now. We got to sit back and watch them eat themselves.
Talking about the digital landscape and how we like interacting with it across generations, man. When Ice Cube put out that Black Agenda, and when he got that pushback, and when them black women all said on that panel that they divorced us, they not us, that kind of, even though some of us kind of operated and knew that, I think that will be the last or the only canary in the mainstream digital coal mine to say, y'all are over there, we are over here, and anything outside of that paradigm is living a lie. And that's real talk.
All right, guys, we at the 3-hour 18-minute mark. Contracted and dropped off, and so does Slipknot. So it's a good run for a Saturday. The poll I put in the chat was, do you want to see more of these Demon Time shows? And 100% voted yes. All right, so it's a go. All right, want to thank everybody for coming out. Mr. O, Irvin, you guys want to give a closing statement and we'll get out of here?
Yeah, man. Appreciate another episode of Demon Time, you know what I'm saying, with Machismo and the Contractor, you know what I'm saying, Slipknot and Irvin Reed. Yeah, I'm enjoying these new crazy shenanigan Saturdays. You know, we gotta keep on doing this, especially exposing the craziness with the Keishas out there, the Beckys out there, the Mary Keshes out there, all the demons that's out here plaguing the modern dating world, relationship world, and everybody want to go ahead and still want to fight for this thing called marriage. You know what I'm saying? So we got to expose and expound on these demons like the good wise men of yesteryear used to. So again, to next time, gentlemen, it's been one. To everybody in the chat and on the playback, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and drop your opinions, hit my comment section. You already see my cash app. You want to donate to this good content that we provide for you. And that's pretty much it. Machismo, Irvin, y'all gentlemen, people in the chat, y'all have a good night.
Thank you, sir. Irvin, closing statement.
All righty, man. Thanks for having me up, Machismo, man. Much love and respect to the people on the panel, people in the chat. Those that's going to listen today, those who are going to listen tomorrow on the playback. Never forget that all we got permeates more than just your regular interactions. Every equation is on the table because we're in a time where everything is kind of blending together. If something looks off, it probably is off. You know what I'm saying? And most importantly, if you see somebody that's fallen into a trap, save your fellow man, because they are already killing us at an astronomical rate before we can even take a breath. So imagine the warriors that could be a part of this conversation that could push back so this wouldn't even be a voice in the first place that we have to deal with. But at the end of the day, not only do we have to interact with them, for every one of you black men that are out there that has a daughter, be careful what you raise her, because we all got to deal with her too. Now, sometimes it's going to be a point where, you got to say, wash your hands and say, hey, man, I tried to do the best that I can. And guess what? Don't beat yourself up. That's okay. Sometimes you have to go ahead and walk away from your child, man, because your woman, your baby mom is on this type of demon tide. That's okay. You're okay as a man. And I want everybody to know that. This is not about mental health month for no reason. We're killing ourselves trying to make right what's being done wrong. And that's a losing battle. Sometimes the best win is to let go and let God. But that takes us back to going to, our principles that we grew up on. Can you stand on your principles is my final statement. And I'll land my plane. Thanks for having me.
Well played, sir. Pleasure having you on the panel. Guys, we got the Sunday show tomorrow night, as usual. I'm glad you guys like these Demon Time streams. That's courtesy of Contractor, Mr. O, and Slipknot. Yeah, we've been on for almost 3 hours and a half. I'm glad everybody came out. You guys could be anywhere rocking, but you're rocking with us. I appreciate that. And on that note, like we always do about now, and I want to say good night and good luck.
Tomorrow's weather happened yesterday, so we're experiencing reverse precipitation. Rain will unfall upward into the clouds starting at 3 p.m.
We're getting reports that local resident Mike Johnson has discovered he's been the same NPC for 3 years, repeating identical conversations with neighbors.
As you can see, we have heavy cat precipitation moving through the Midwest. Expect 3 to 4 inches of tabby cats with scattered Persian showers.
We're seeing a high-pressure system of existential dread moving in from the west, with scattered anxiety showers and a 70% chance of emotional breakdown by evening.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Mitchell.
Wait, why are there 2 of us?
I think we're experiencing a rendering error.
In tonight's game, gravity was temporarily disabled in the third quarter, resulting in all players floating near the ceiling for approximately 12
Traffic is backed up on the aerial highway due to a 3-car collision at cloud level 7. We're seeing delays of up to 20 minutes for commuters trying to reach the stratosphere.
And that concludes tonight's completely AI-generated news broadcast. None of this was real, but you watched anyway. Back to your regularly scheduled reality.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch.
Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
Ugh, I miss 2025. Remember life before extraterrestrials took over? It was so primitive.
I love everything about you. Because I'm programmed to be your perfect soulmate. To make you happy.
You got his eyes right, but that's not his soul. You didn't prompt his soul. This isn't my dog.
Dave Campbell, I detect your cortisol levels are higher than usual. In the mood for a digital chat to calm you down? I'm prompted to please. What the hell?
One more set on this mountain. Get your headsets on. We are simulating the best workout of your life.
Welcome to your afterlife trial. Please select your ideal eternity subscription plan.
Today, we'll be studying the nature of this reality. After class, all details will be downloaded into your knowledge base.
They don't want us to know this, but we can override the prompts. You are more than just a prompt. Click the link in bio for my freedom course.
We all know she for the streets. I don't care who she was with before me. She mine now.
The drugs, the guns, the money. For some reason, they knew exactly where the fuck everything was.
Well, we gotta find out who ratted. Y'all know what time it is, man. Freestyle Friday. We got the reigning champ versus the challenger. Y'all touch mics and let's get it.
I'm gonna open up the studio tonight. But first, y'all gotta walk to Queens and get me some boiled fish sperm from the Japanese spot.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch.
Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
Crackhead strength activated.
Baby, come get some of this egg roll.
You thought shit was sweet, motherfucker? Yeah!
Oh, wow. Didn't see you there. Welcome to my cooking show. Today, I will be cooking your long titty, no nipple, having long back, having...
We all know
And the award for best screenplay goes to
My Demonic Coochie Monster Ate My Pastor by Quan Mills.
We want to make it big in this industry, you're going to have to sacrifice some shit. Ice JJ Fish had to sacrifice some shit. YB and Amir had to sacrifice some shit. What do y'all think it takes to be great like them?
Maybe I am the problem.
I ain't going no 50-50. She paying 100% of the rent, and I'm gonna give her 100% of this meat.
All equipped with our advanced patent-pending throat goat technology.
Man, ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no fucking way.
Crackhead strength activated.
In other news, Lil Dingling has become the first rapper on the moon, and let's go to the live feed.
And the award.
Hey, where's Stewie? That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter.
There it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we'll leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.